Check, 1, 2, test, microphone check, 1, 2. Stand by, everybody. Stand by, everybody, please. We're going live in just a second. Just getting everybody in. If there's anybody on YouTube wants to put a shout out, we are live and direct. We're live and direct from Coventry today for Fun Day Friday. We are back in Coventry. We're live in Coventry. We want you to be part of it. This is hashtag Coventry21. We're waiting for people to come in. I can see Mrs. Adams there. She's looking bright and cheery on her Fun Day Friday morning, Mrs. Adams. We've got Ms. Gosling there. Mr. Stanton. If you want to put your cameras on, we'll be able to see you. Hello, Mr. Stanton. Looking good. You could have had a shave, sir. What's this all about? Goodness me. Goodness me. It's all right, sir. Everybody stand by, please. We're making this up as we go along, as ever. So please stand by. We are making it up as we go along. That's the only way we know how at Steam Co, because this is how we teach all you boys and girls to be your best. Because that's what we want. We want you all to be your best. Getting everybody in the Zoom rooms. We've got people in the waiting room. Let's let them in, shall we? So we don't want them getting left out. Let's go and see who's in the waiting room here. They're all in. Great. Oh my goodness, lots and lots of people coming in today. We've got people on YouTube. We've got people on Facebook. Let's give a shout out. Anybody out there on Facebook in Internet land going to give us a shout out? Who have we got? Any shout outs? How's the weather in Coventry, sir? Give us a thumbs up or a thumb down. Thumbs up or thumb down, sir, for the weather in Coventry today. Thumbs up, I'll take that. I'll take a thumbs up from sir. Fantastic. You carry on with your Ofsted report, sir, and we'll get back to you in a minute. Right, it wouldn't be a bad idea if we just printed something off, so please stand by. We're just getting everybody in. Blimey, more people in the waiting room. I can see Mrs. Nelson there. Blimey, she's got her favourite cardi on today. Fantastic, lovely wave from Mrs. Nelson. That's the way we like it. Fun Day Friday. She went to Parklands Primary. She came back inspired to learn, inspired to share the love. Right, we're going to be probably about 2 or 3 minutes, so if you've got any more Ofsted forms to fill in this, you crack on with that. Well, Mrs. Scott's looking good today as well. Look at that, everybody's here, fantastic. Mrs. Gosling's not got a camera on. Maybe she's having a bad camera morning, not to worry. Not to worry, we're all friends here. Oh, that's not good. My account is temporarily unavailable. Why did it say that? Oh, goodness me. Hang on. Okay, come on guys. Let's have a look. And while we're waiting, boys and girls, I want you all to be thinking about your art, about what you're going to want to get out of today, what your dreams are, what you want to be one day, how high you're going to aim. Any shout outs? Anybody wants to do a shout out? That can come up on the screen there. Okay, Google have let me into my system now. That's always a good start to the day, isn't it? I don't know if Mr. Sprackton's in the house. We'll be looking for a link later on. Right, looking good. I'm just going to do this and then I'll come to you all. I think I deserve a pat on the back for being live on time, let alone just getting some music going. You have no idea. You have no idea, you teachers. You think you're the only people who do a day's work, and here I am stressing and grinding. How have we got here? We've got a few more people in the waiting room. Let's let them in. Goodness me, we are packed out today. Where's my mouse gone? You've got no idea how many mice and screens and things I've got to keep on top of here. Let's let them in. So Mrs. Burnside, is Mrs. Burnside on your team, Miss Nelson? There's Mrs. Nelson, that's good. I'll let her in then. Every time Mrs. Nelson gives me the thumbs up, I let somebody else in. She'd make a good nightclub bouncer, she would, wouldn't she? I can see Mrs. Nelson in a nightclub bouncing around. I think she'd be a good bouncing type person. Who else have we got here? Oh, Mrs. Scott's doing her hair. She thinks I can't see her. Don't you worry, Big Brother's watching all of you. Who's that who's just popped it? Hello, Mrs. Cooper. You can't hear anything. Can you hear Mrs. Nelson? And can you hear music? Yeah, so you have no idea. You just think it happens, don't you? What's wrong with you, Mrs. Burnside? I don't know. Mrs. Burnside, I don't know what you look like. You're in school, so maybe you can get your IT department, or Mrs. Nelson. Head teachers are usually the IT department, in my experience. Or one person. Oops, we got a shout out from Malumba there. He's saying good morning world, which is always nice. Good morning, Malumba. Shout out to our artist in residence, our production manager extraordinaire. Does it sound good, Malumba? Let's have a thumbs up. Tell us what it sounds like. Keep an eye on things. Malumba's on safeguarding today. Oh, lots of people coming on YouTube now. I think we'll get going in just a minute. Believe it or not, I just want to print something off. Because I know what that Mrs. Nelson's like. If I'm not on time and don't know what I'm doing, I'm going to be all sorts of trouble. She's got no idea what's coming today. She's what I call a brave school leader. She knows the arts and... I beg your pardon, miss? You're not nervous? You're nervous? You're nervous? Goodness me. I've got to tell you, miss, if you're nervous, let's have a bit of sympathy for me, will you, please? Because the first game, we've got a big numbers game before we start today, actually, for all the boys and girls. Are they good at numbers? Your students are good at numbers, are they? That's good, because we've got a numbers game to play with them today. Sound is great. That's good. Oh, we've got Francis Opoku Fiofi here. Good morning, Francis. Lovely to see you. Malumba says it sounds great. That's always good to know. I'd like to know why things aren't printing. Why isn't that printing? Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. We'll find it. So, okay. Right, this is going to be a roller coaster of a morning, isn't it? Goodness me. Okay, welcome to Coventry. We need to be cracking on with that. So stand by, everybody, please. Let's get this show on the road. I didn't really want that to stop, not to worry. That stopped, didn't it? Okay, that's interesting. What I'd rather have is that up there like that. Okay, let's get this show on the road. All right, yeah, you take that down. Darryl, where do you want the cardboard? Okay, mate, take that then. We're flat out here at Joseph Cash Primary School up in Coventry. We've got to take this whole Tracy Island down because Darryl Wakelam has built us a cardboard cathedral that we've got to build here on the playing field for our hashtag Coventry weekend. Hashtag Fun Day Friday 21. We've got a whole day of activities. Prince of Wales School in Dorchester, we're doing a live link to a rhinoceros in Wales that you're going to be able to learn how to draw. We've got a whole load of stuff that's been curated by Judy Orson, who co-wrote Rise Up, which is Stormzy's biography, and we've got DJs and MCs late into the night. Saturday is our hashtag Art of Community 21 Day, which has been co-curated by the amazing Sandra Godley. Darryl Wakelam is going to show us how to turn the cathedral tower here into a rocket that we can launch Saturday night, and Tyron Cardboardia's live linking in from Russia to show us how to build our own cardboard parade. And we're delighted that the Art and Culture Minister, Caroline Dinage, is going to join us on Saturday to say a few words as well. Saturday night, we've got DJs, we've got discos, because we're going to be dancing under the world's second biggest mirror disco ball. Rob the Bank's got the first one, you wouldn't let us borrow it. Friday, Saturday and Sunday, Chris Sullivan's going to be doing his fire pit chats Friday night with Rankin Jr., who is the son of Rankin Roger of the Beat. Saturday, it's Neville Staples, one of the first members of the Specials with his partner, Christine, and Basie from the Selector. This city is going to show the country how it can rise from the ashes again and take us with it. We've had enough of all this talk about whether our kids are going to keep up or not. The challenge is us keeping up with them. And Sunday is the hashtag EvolvedEd21 co-conference, co-curated with this legend, Professor Stephen Heppel. We've got amazing tech. That means if you want to perform, if you want to read, you want to sing, you want to play, you want to perform, 1, 2, 3, 4 of you can video call in on a green screen and we can put you on our stage. So download the brochure, hashtag Coventry21, a 3-day community art festival for all our kids and all our futures. Be a part of it.
Ten, 9, ignition sequence start.
A week ago we came to Joseph Cash Primary and we launched a cardboard rocket for all of you. And we're back today. We launched that rocket, we blasted it out of the way. We blasted it out of the way.
Plus 30 seconds.
And somebody said they thought it was fake. I didn't think that was a very nice thing to say, but not to worry. And here we are looking at the satellite of the area, looking over, and we say today, we say thanks to you for making this possible, from the Arts Council, the Department of Culture, Media and Sport. We're going to hear from the Minister tomorrow, because we are here for culture, with City of Culture, Coventry 2021, and we are hashtag Coventry21. We're doing our bit. We're here today at Joseph Cash Primary School in Coventry, for a very, very special day, a very, very special day, which we're calling Fun Day Friday. Fun Day Friday is our day to be inspired to learn, inspired by an amazing man, Chris Dyson up there in Leeds. And I just, oh, goodness me, I just got to get out of where, just got to lift this up and then I'll be able to join you in just a second. Hang on a second. Oh, here we are, goodness me. Oh my goodness, you've got no idea, boys and girls, I'm going to have to ask you all a few questions before I go any further. I've got my glasses on because I've got some new tech which I set up yesterday. And I've got a question to ask all of you this morning very, very quickly. I can see Mrs. Adams, I can see Mrs. Scott. I don't know if you've got any boys and girls in the school. There's some people in the waiting room. We've got 3 people in the waiting room. I better let them in before I go any further. I've got a bit of a puzzle for all of you. I want you to think of a number. Everybody think of a number. Well, let's let all them in. We've got Melissa, Malumba and Rosie Dorman. So they're all coming in now. That's good. Let them in. They're all coming in. I'd like you all to think of a number. A very special number actually today. Think of the number of what time you went to bed last night. What time did you go to bed last night? Hang on, Malumba's on the phone to me. Hang on, I haven't got my high vis on. I need my high vis. Why is that, Malumba? Why do I need my high vis, Malumba? Sorry guys, I've just got Malumba on the phone here. I need my high vis because we're building something. What are we building? We're building something at Joseph Cash Primary. I've got my hard hat. I mean, if I need my hard hat, just tell me if I need my hard hat. But I don't need my hard hat. Okay, well, that's good because that's going to be a bit too hot. That is. I don't need my hard hat. Okay, great. Why do I need a high vis? What are we building? We're building something for Coventry and all the boys and girls in Coventry. Wow. Okay, well, I don't really need my coat. It's a lovely sunny day here in Coventry. So is it all right if I take my coat off and then just put my high vis on? Is that going to meet the health and safety? Because I know that Mrs. Nelson, she's very strict on her health and safety and all her COVID stuff. I haven't seen her yet. I don't know if she's on her half day. I might be able to catch up with her in a minute. We'll see where we get on. Right, I'll take my coat off. I'll hang that there. Don't tell Mrs. Nelson I just chucked that on the floor, because I know what these teachers are like. They're very, very strict, because behaviour in a school is very, very important. Now, you might have heard of behaviour czars and people like that. Well, I'm actually a behaviour star, S-T-A-R, or S-T-A-R. I'm a behaviour star that twinkles in the sky, because I've got my hat on. It says, obey and the posse. And you will obey, because today, as I said earlier, you're going to be inspired to learn. And when you're inspired, you behave, don't you? Because it's all good fun and we have a great time and we also learn lots. And that's what inspired to learn means. And that's what today's all about. Okay, so Malumba, that's all right, is it? So what are we doing here today exactly? We're building something. Okay. Well, let me, I'm just going to pop into the school in that case. Just give me 1 second here. And I'm just going to get, I'll see when I'm just going to go down here and get this, and then I'll pop into the school. And, oh, this is a lovely school. Look at this. Oh, it's a lovely school. Nice assembly room there. And, oh, I remember this lovely school, because I made some rockets here a couple of years ago with this lovely lad, this little boy here. He made a fantastic rocket. Oh, my goodness. And you'll never guess how we fired them. We fired them with air. This little girl here, what? She jumps on here. And look, squeezes air down a pipe, and it squirts and fires the rocket. And this video here, this teacher is using a high pressure system.
Hold it in your left hand. You're going to push that forwards, backwards. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow. Absolutely fantastic. And this mum, oh my goodness, I've got to get the mum in, because today is about the mums as much as anything as well. What's happened to my mum there? I've jumped ahead to the rocket. Let's hear from this mum.
Oh, that was brilliant making them rockets. We had loads of fun and it flew as far as it can go.
Now, I've got one mission this weekend. I think we need to get that mum up on stage for a disco dance tomorrow night, because we're going to have the world's biggest disco. It's going to be great fun. And we fired off rockets, and we do all sorts of things. And that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be having an absolutely super time here at Cash Primary. Now, where is everybody? What do I have to do to get into the hall? What if I just bend down, do my shoes, and here I come? Oh, great. Okay. Fantastic. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can get Mrs. Nelson around. I know she's doing her Ofsted paperwork. Like, teachers always seem to be doing forms and bits and pieces, don't they? I'll be honest with you, I don't actually know many people who work harder than teachers sometimes. I don't know about you. They do get a bit of work done. It's got to be said. So let me see. Now, I'm going to try and do something clever. Now, boys and girls, I said to you a minute ago, think of some numbers. And somebody said, put the message up on the screen here. They came up with some numbers for what time they went to bed. And Philip says 8:30, Philip says. Okay, fantastic. I might even flash it up on the screen. Thanks for that, Philip. Philip says 8:30, and Lizzie Dunning said that. Okay. Somebody else said 9 o'clock. Okay, well, I actually went to bed before all of you. I went to bed at 5 o'clock. I had a really early night. Or do I mean an early day? Because I actually went to bed at 5 o'clock this morning. And I know I look good on it, Miss Nelson, before you start saying anything. And I'll tell you why, because we have got some new tech here, and oh my goodness, it's super. It's amazing, but I've never, ever used it before. And that's what this is all about today. Today is about inspiring all you boys and girls to be brave. To be brave, not just to aim high, but to aim higher than high in life. To find your art, your creativity that can help you make a bit of money, help you make some friends, or help you make the world a better place. And I've never used this system before. Now, I'll tell you a secret, not a lie, I'll tell you a secret. I'm not really in this assembly hall. I'm actually in a room with lots and lots of computers. And they're new ones, and I don't know what does. Now, I've got 3 screens in front of me. I've got one with the internet, I've got one with some fancy buttons and bits, and I've got one with a lovely lady called Mrs. Nelson. Now, I've got to actually work out how to get her on the screen, because I've never done it before. So I think if I kind of click that and click that, it's a good job she's a patient head teacher. I'll tell you what, I pick them carefully. I'm very careful who I collaborate with, because you can never be too careful. And I've got a feeling, this isn't the best way to do it, but I reckon if I click that and click that, Mrs. Nelson, can you hear me? I think we can hear you as well. Miss Melissa, could you put your thumb up if you can hear Miss Nelson when she speaks? You can. So speak again, Miss Nelson. And does that sound loud enough, Melissa? And am I loud enough or am I shouting? Do you know what? I think we should actually maybe just, to do what I'm going to do, I'm actually just going to pull Melissa up as well. She wasn't expecting this, was she? Let's get her up as well. We can add her in the spotlight. Look, they're both up there. Look, give us a wave, everybody. You're live on the internet. And unmute your microphone, Miss Bolton. Come on. Any shout outs to anybody? It's like the Radio 1 Roadshow when I was 10. Come on, anybody want to say hello to? To reception, fantastic. That's a good call, isn't it? Always good to put a shout out for reception. And how's the weather there today, Miss Bolton? Before we go too far, let's get the important stuff right. Oh yeah, do you know what? If I'll be honest, if you hadn't actually moved your head, then I wouldn't have known you were at home. I thought, well, she's in the staff room because I know it's a lovely staff room there. You've got at Cash. And then you moved your head and there's a lovely chandelier. And I don't think Miss Nelson would have let that chandelier through procurement. Well, we'll see you later on, Mrs. Bolton. Thank you for dropping in. Can't hear us on YouTube. Okay, that's good to know. Let's have a look because nobody's putting it. We can't hear her. Okay, you can't hear her, but you can hear me. Okay, that's, well, it's kind of all right, isn't it? But they probably can't hear you either then, Miss. That's the thing. So you are in, I've got to work out. I'll tell you what, I wish I could just pull a camera up and show you. Miss, we can hear you. Well, I can hear you. Hang on a second. Let me have a look here. Speak, Miss.
Hello.
Let me go again. 1, 2. Could you speak again, Miss?
Hello.
I think we can hear you now. Can we have a thumbs up to say that we can? Can you see Mrs. Nelson? Can you hear Mrs. Nelson when she speaks now? YouTube, we're working something. Yes, Mrs. Netley has just broken the internet by typing the word yes. It works, says Mrs. Netley.
Nick,
yes.
Nick, I think you've pinned Mrs. Nelson, so we can't see you on our screen.
Oh, can't you
We
see
can
me
only
now?
see Mrs. Nelson without you.
That's annoying, isn't it? Okay, let me have a look here.
I'd love to see you.
You'd love to see me, so...
Yeah, I'm spotlight, it says. Can I move that myself?
Is that better? What can you see now? Can you see Mrs. Can you see the output now?
No, yeah, we can see you with Mrs. Nelson behind.
Are you on there now? I can't hear you, and you've muted your microphone, haven't you?
Yes,
okay,
I was hoping it would turn me off the screen.
that'll learn you for piping up, won't it, Miss?
Yeah.
It's funny, actually, you know, the funny thing about that, boys and girls, this is a classic lesson in not being afraid to make a mistake, because sometimes when you make a mistake, you learn other things. That made it look as if I knew what I was doing, but in fact, it's only because Miss talked. So if Miss Nelson talks now, she'll come on the screen.
Hello.
Hello, Mrs. Nelson. Okay, I'm going to pin you because I don't want any of your cheeky teachers coming and bumping you off again. Now, how do I do that?
That looks better for me.
Is that right? Is it? Okay, so Miss Nelson, tell us a little bit about Joseph Cash and what you guys get up to there.
Joseph Cash is in Coventry. We're near the city centre, not too far from there. And
well, you've frozen on me now.
And we really believe in children learning with laughter and love and having fun and reaching for the stars and achieving anything they want to in life.
Fantastic. And you've got you've got a few little mottos and little hashtags of your own there, haven't you? Tell us about those, Miss.
We have, so we've got our behaviour motto is be kind, caring and do things the JC way. So we just think, you know, in everyday life, you just be kind. That's really it. And the JC way is all about our school values. So being resilient, trying new things, never giving up, being caring, understanding. And then our motto is together we laugh, together we learn. Fantastic.
That's always a nice thing, isn't it? You've got I must admit, actually, I'm just going to pull this up here. You've got a lovely sign in your front reception. talking about what makes Coventry great. I seem to remember. I'm going to see if I can pull that up. Actually, see if I can get that. What makes Coventry great? What makes Coventry? What makes Coventry great as far as you're concerned?
The people that choose to live here, the friends, the family, the children I've met over my 20 odd years in schools. That's what makes Coventry great. But then there's lots of other things that go around that as well. And I know some of our children are going to tell you about that in a bit more detail. I know you've got a video, I think, to share, and we've also got some children, hopefully, in the bubbles that will talk.
No pressure. Well, let's see if I can get that going, shall we? Okay, hang on a sec then. Because you got a sense of the fact that I had a bit of a late night, so we didn't manage to juggle quite as much as I'd hoped. But I know you've sent me a couple of lovely little things, so let me put my glasses on. Could you talk and distract everybody while I put my glasses? I'm a bit sensitive about my glasses because I only have to get them out when the writing's small on the computer, and that's like now. So so just pick out a few. Are the children going to do that? Aren't they? Just 1 second.
Nick, when I met with the children to make the video,
oh yeah, go for it.
The children were very excited to share their love of Coventry. Lots of them were very interested in our football team, Coventry City, and the Sky Blues. They were also telling me all about our parks. Mrs. Burnside set our children a challenge where they've got to go to as many parks as they can for their daily exercise and collect points. Mrs. Burnside, where are we on the leaderboard at the moment? Oh, I can't hear you, Mrs. Burnside.
We're 8th at the moment, and as of yesterday,
wow,
we were about 200 points behind. And then Mrs. Nelson did an amazing video, which got us an extra 150 points. So hopefully, we've moved up that leaderboard.
Well, that's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic.
So the children in the local area have been visiting lots of our open spaces, and the children were telling me about the War Memorial Park, which links to our cathedrals, which we've got a cardboard one on our playground, I can see.
Well, you've got a few bits, not too much. We haven't finished it yet, so we're going to come around to that. Okay. Yeah, brilliant.
And they were telling me all about the history of the two different cathedrals, and that appears on our What Makes Coventry Great. And you'll hear from Isaac, who tells us all about peace and reconciliation, which Coventry represents after World War II and the Blitz. Right, that'll be in our video later.
Well, we're going to play that now, if that's all right. Would you like that?
Perfect.
Does that sound like a bit of a plan?
Sounds like a great plan.
Right. I made it sound like I know what I was doing again, didn't I? I'm making all these excuses for myself. Okay, Miss. Well, I'm going to come back to you in just a moment. Thank you very much for that. And you've made a lovely little film, haven't you? So let's pop that up on the screen in 2 seconds. Where's everybody gone? I'm going to do that and that and that. And why isn't it playing? Oh, because I haven't pressed the button to make it play.
Coventry people play. It's called the Rico Arena, and the people play here. It's called the Sky Blues. They play football. Sky Blues. Sky Blues. Did you know that David Cash was a ribbon manufacturer? Reconciliation is important because right after World War II, it meant peace, and Coventry was heavily bombed. Did you know Coventry had two cathedrals? a new one and an old one. The old one got bombed and now it doesn't have its room. Because Karen do Josie way.
So, Miss Nelson, that was a lovely, lovely film. Tell us who we saw there.
Well, we've got some of the, it was a bit quiet for some of us, but I know we've got Isaac and Esau and Mikey are in our bubbles at the moment. So I think Isaac, I can see Isaac's on screen already next to Miss Burnside, so it's better to come from the children, I always find. Let them do the work, Nick.
Well, let's do that. Who do you want to call on, Miss?
If you go to Miss Burnside's camera, she's got Isaac sitting right next to her, ready to talk.
So let's have a look. Gallery view. So where are we?
Mrs. Burnside.
Oh, hello, young man. Let's get you up, shall we? Let's get you up. Hello, young man.
Hello.
Tell us what you've been up to and tell us what your little piece about Coventry is.
Reconciliation was something that happened after the Blitz in World War II, and it brought everyone back together again.
Well, what does reconciliation mean?
It means peace.
Peace. Fantastic. And as you say, bringing people back together again, isn't it? That's absolutely lovely. Really, really lovely. Anybody else? So basically, we should be able to, if anybody else wants to come on, what do you think? Anybody else got to say something there, Miss?
Yeah, maybe if we go to Mr. Stanton in year 4, have we got Mikey or Esau to hand Mr. Stanton? He'll get them up.
Lovely.
Yeah, just one moment.
Okay, no rush. No, I've got no right to boss anybody about today. Don't you worry.
Just while we're waiting, Nick, I can tell you that Joseph Cash is named after the Cash brothers, who were famous in Coventry for making ribbons for many, many years. And we still have the Cash factory, so that's something else that Coventry is really great for. We were famous ribbon makers.
Oh, right, a bit like Nottingham was lace, wasn't it? So you were ribbon. Isn't it interesting how schools, so different cities and different areas had their own specialities?
We have some of our families live in the odd cottages that had been built by the original factory just around the corner.
Right, fantastic.
And that's why we call our after-school club and our 2-year-old provision is called Ribbons and Little Ribbons after that historic link.
Lovely. So, sir, tell us your contribution to today.
I've actually sent some of our children into Mrs. Burnside, and they're going to speak to you now.
Oh, lovely. Okay, let me just get that back up then. It's fun, actually. Here we go. Let's get this up again. So, gallery view. Where's Mrs. Burnside?
Just got a camera off at the moment.
Oh, she's going to do a big reveal, is she, do you think?
Sorry, some of our children are being very shy, and they're not.
It doesn't matter.
They're asked to not speak on camera today. I'm really sorry.
Well, you don't have to apologise for that, sir. Miss Nelson, could you speak just to see if it flips to you? I think I've just set that back to speak of you.
Yeah. Hello.
No, it's not. Do I have to unpin him then? Why hasn't that done that? Remove pin. So there we go. So as people speak, it's going to auto change. I can't even pretend to be a Zoom expert, actually. I think Miss Nelson's got the look of somebody who's wondering what I'm an expert at, actually, aren't you, at the moment? All this shambolic.
You're an expert at making people say yes to things they have no idea what they're saying yes to.
That's not such a bad thing then, is it, Miss? Let's face it. Come on. Not such a bad thing.
I'm just wondering, I can see Miss Fortnum in the corner of my screen, and I wonder, Miss Fortnum, if there's anyone in your class that wants to talk about Coventry. Some of our lovely Year 3 children.
They all gone a bit shy on us, have they?
I think they have. It's very unlike them. They're not like this when I have an assembly.
I don't know.
I can see that Mrs. Burnside's got somebody with her now as well.
Come on then, guys. Let's have you up.
Oh, you've got Miss Burnside and Miss Fortnum to choose from, Nick.
Super. Well, whoever speaks the loudest flips Zoom to talk to them. That's how we're doing Zoom, Russian roulette with Zoom today.
So what happened in Coventry during the war, World War II?
It got bombed.
What got bombed?
The cathedral.
The cathedral, wasn't it? And it all got damaged and destroyed, didn't it?
And there's two of them, a new and old one.
Oh wow! And what's the difference between them?
They look different.
Why do they look different?
Have you got a roof on, or is it all damaged?
No, I've been to the old one and it didn't have a roof.
And has it got windows or anything?
I'm not sure. We went there when I was 4.
Do you think the old one had windows?
Yeah.
Do you think it's got windows now, the old one?
No.
Why not?
They were bombed.
They were bombed, weren't they? They were bombed, and that's what happens when bombs drop. Windows fall out. So what do you think they did? Do you think they mended the old cathedral to make it look like new?
No, they made a new one.
Made a new one. Wow, fantastic. And have you been to the new one?
No, just the old one.
You've only been to the old one. Okay. Would you like to go to
the old one? There's lots of statues linked to peace and reconciliation.
Oh, there, fantastic.
People coming together.
Well, we've got a bit of a plan today. We've got a little bit of a plan today. I'm going to get rid of, not put myself there. I'm going to sit my get back up. We've got a bit of a plan because what we're going to do today is we're going to actually see if we can't make a model of Coventry Cathedral in your school playing ground. Come on, miss, you're still on Skype. You're supposed to go wow when I say things like that. Don't you think, unless somebody else starts talking. So
I'm very excited to see it.
Let's rewind.
I'm more excited than Mrs. Burnside.
That's right.
Oh no, you're not.
That got you on the camera. That got you on the camera, didn't it? So, Miss, I seem to remember I saw a picture of somebody on the screen there. Actually, I'm just going to flip you off if you don't mind, but I think we can still hear you talking. On this What Makes Coventry Great, there's a picture of some chap there with a black suit on who looks quite posh, actually.
I mean, he defines my childhood.
So he defined your childhood?
Absolutely. Because of him, there were many, many songs that I listened to and sang along to when I was in primary school myself.
What, is chap up here?
Yeah, that chap there.
Okay, so tell me I'm actually setting the system up as I go along, so I'm actually going to ask you to give me a bit of time. So tell me a few songs that man's made.
Oh, wow, there was a song from a lady called Kylie Minogue. Lots of songs she sang. Some songs from Jason Donovan, from Sunita. When I was a little bit older, Gareth Gates and Will Young. Anyone else want to help me out there, staff? Staff that are my age?
Because he had a production company that made pop songs and records called SAW, didn't he?
Caine and Waterman, yeah.
That's right. And actually, I've got Malumba keeps talking in my ear. It's also no Malumba. I'm trying to do this show, and you keep butting in. We're currently talking about what makes Coventry great, and you've got somebody on a video call. What, somebody from Coventry who's we're talking about now, but we're talking about famous people at the moment, Malumba. We're not just talking about any old body who rings you up. No, but he says he's an OBE. Blimey, he's very important. He's obviously done quite a lot for Coventry then. Well, let's and he's got a video call for us now. Miss, I'm really sorry, Miss Nelson, but we've got somebody on the line. Do you mind if we just cut to this video for a moment? And is that all right? Okay. Let's that isn't the video, but let's see where my video's gone. I know where my video is. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting.
Hello, Joseph Cash Primary School. I hear them on your wall of fame. Things that make Coventry famous. Well, I thank you for that. That's brilliant. I grew up not far from where you go to school, and I went to school not far from where you are. You see, anything can be achieved if you try hard enough. These are difficult times, and I know it's hard, but stick in there. Maybe you'll get your own wall of fame. And thank you, Joseph Cash Primary School.
Oh, so that wasn't Miss Nelson. That wasn't Pete Waterman who just phoned in, was it?
I think that was the actual real Pete Waterman, yes.
Wow. And goodness me, how did he know about today?
He knows about today because his son is actually friends with my husband. So we managed to pull a little favour there, and that's how he sent that wonderful message to inspire the children and all children in Coventry. You know, anyone can achieve anything they want in life.
Well, that's absolutely wonderful. It's funny actually, because I hope he doesn't watch in on this, because you might think, what on earth am I doing making a video for somebody who doesn't know how to work the software? So what I'm going to try and do is I'm actually going to just change something here and see if I can get you up on the screen a little bit better than we've got you now. I've got so many settings here. At 4 o'clock last night, I actually got a phone call with a man in LA who set a lot of stuff and showed me how to do a lot of this stuff. And I must admit, I kind of wish he was here now, actually. So Stock Aitken and Waterman.
Every day's a learning day.
Every day what, sorry?
Every day's a learning day.
Do you know, tell me about it. Oh, we're nearly there. Okay, so I've just managed to find you in my system. I've got loads of little presets in here. So I should now be able to put you up there like that. You're going to just take this for granted. So now I should be able to put that on there like that, and that there like that, and that across there like that. Oh, and then myself up there like that. So Mrs. Nelson's absolutely fantastic. So Peter Waterman, thank you so much for that. I happen to be a big music fan, actually. I've done some DJing for a long time. And I'll be honest with you, I used to think I was a bit trendy, and I didn't used to like all these pop songs and Kylie Minogue and all that, because we were trendy kind of DJs. And then there was a craze back in the 80s, or no, the 90s, and it was called Rare Groove. Do you remember that Rare Groove thing? And it was when all the James, you're far too young, you're lying to me now, I know you do. And it was all the James Brown and all the cool funky stuff. And then a white label record came out, which is a record that's just got a white label, and everybody wanted it, and people were paying lots of money for it. And it was called Roadblock. Hey, Roadblock, do you know that song? It's got a saxophone. Oh, check it out, it's amazing. And it was a Rare Groove song, and it was by, oh gosh, who was it by now? Roadblock. Anyway, it turned out that it was actually made by Stock Aitken and Waterman. And they'd actually made a song that was super hip and super cool. So that super hip and super cool DJs like, well, not like me, obviously, but like all the other cool guys like Norman Jay and Giles Peterson and Trevor Nelson, all those super cool guys went out and bought it and played it. And that's how cool Peter Waterman was. But he wasn't ever that cool. Go on.
I was just going to say that I'm going to argue that Kylie, Jason and Sunita and Sonia are hip and cool as well.
I would say they are now, probably due to the efforts of Pete Waterman. But what's fascinating for me is that Pete Waterman actually now is a bit like me. I used to do my DJing, and I still do. And I got some decks under here and a mirror ball up here. But we share a real passion. And in fact, I don't know if he's going to watch. I don't know if he's watching, if he's ever going to watch this. Whoops. But when I was 1, my dad gave me a train set. And I know you've seen this film, miss, but I might just get this out very quickly, actually. My dad gave me what I would say is the greatest gift you can give a child. And that is some of your time. It's some stories. It's creativity. And that is what I'm just going to see if I can flick it up here now, actually, and bounce us off for a second. I'm going to get all this set up properly later on. We're on a little bit of a back foot, but hopefully, if I do that over there and then get rid of me and get rid of, oh, goodness. I'm holding something very heavy just out of camera. And I've got people in Russia watching this at the moment thinking, my goodness, what on earth is this bloke doing? We don't want to go on that show. This is a film of, no, I don't want to play that one. That's my Elton John film. We've done that one. Where's my other one then? Hang on a second. Here it is. This is a film of me when I was 1 and my first ever train set. And I know you've seen this a few times, Miss Nelson, but that was a film of me when I was 1 with my first ever train set. And I take that film all over the country, showing boys and girls about the greatest gift my dad gave me, because my dad gave me my art. He gave me an engineering inspiration. He inspired me to make things, because I used to make things out of Lego all the time. And I dreamt of, I used to have a train set. Lots of boys and girls had train sets in those days, but I used to dream of, and here I am actually showing that film to boys and girls all over the country. And I used to dream of having a train set in my garden. I actually bought this, and this is a steam train, a real steam train. You put water in here, you light a fire, and it's got a little boiler, and that goes around a garden. And I've got some track in my garden, not much, because a friend of mine's dad died and he left all his track to him and he didn't want it, so he gave it to me. And that's what, and I've got engine oil all over my top now. That's not a good look, is it? If Pete Waterman never watches this, he's going to be laughing, because he knows what engine oil is like. It's really sticky and heavy. I'm going to have to put that over there out the way by my robot shelf. Oops, there's engine oil everywhere. So, Miss Nelson, what do you think about things like this idea of inspiring, being inspired to learn? Do you think that, do you think that's a good thing to be trying to do?
Absolutely, because you've got to be inspired and have that passion, and from somewhere, and that inspiration, that passion can come from anyone. It could come from your parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, someone you meet in school, a teacher, a friend can instill that passion in you. And you know, and everyone's different, and different things are going to spark different people's imagination, which is why I love this whole concept of yours. Is I love art, because it's just so open and broad. And, you know, and could be about anything. You know, it could be singing, it could be writing poetry, it could be building train track, it could be building houses, garden landscaping, whatever it is, it's all art. And it all stems from a passion that's been inspired in someone at some point in their life.
Absolutely, and that's what it is. We've got to help our young people find that spark, haven't we? Sir Ken Robinson is one of the most inspiring people, a man who's a professor at Warwick University. He said he calls it people's element. Finding your element, when you're in your element. And I call it your art, because art is whatever we do if it connects us to somebody else. So your art could be painting, photography, cooking, coding, robots, rockets, dance, design, DJing, steam trains, whatever. The rocket that flies in the sky, or the Stephenson's rocket made by a boy who couldn't even read when he was 14. This is what we've got to do. And that's why today, Miss Nelson, today's about the children. It's about the young people. Today, we've got a primary day with you. Tonight, we've got an evening with an amazing young man, a man called Jude Yorson, who grew up in the city. He didn't know what his future was going to be like. And then a friend of his asked him to write a book. And that book is called Rise Up. And it's a book called Rise Up, and it's Stormzy's story, written with Stormzy, not about Stormzy, but a book about the Murky team. A bunch of young people who had a dream. They all had their own skills. And they collaborated, they worked together, and they wrote this book. And Stormzy had one of the most successful albums and singles of its time. And it's not Stock Aitken Waterman, it's music for these people, for this generation. And that's the beauty of music, that's the beauty of art, because there's something for everybody. And tonight, Jude is going to be talking about this book. He's going to be talking to us and bringing some of his friends in, some artists, some poets who have found their art. And today, boys and girls, is about helping all of you find your art and love your art, because your art might help you make some money, your art might help you make some friends, and your art might help you make this world a better place, because #ArtConnects. Thank you so much, Mrs. Nelson. You're not going anywhere today, are you? You're going to be around all day, I know.
I am around all day, as are all of the children and our staff at school and at home. We're looking forward to spending the day with you, Nick.
Fantastic. Well, let me just give you a quick reminder what we're up to today, because I know we've got to move on. We're running a little bit late, but we've got some slack in the system. I did try and print it all off, but my printer didn't want to work for me. And now it's gone a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to sort of guess this. So basically, what we're doing now for the next half an hour, next 10, 15 minutes, is we're going to be going live to Russia. Because we've only got a man called Tyron Cardboardia, who is one of the world's leading experts of making things out of cardboard. And he runs festivals with cardboard. He's the most amazing, inspiring man. And that's what we're doing today. We're talking about not just Coventry, but we're talking about Coventry 2021 is the big festival you've got coming up here this year, because what we're trying to do is connect school communities in the city with school communities all over the country. And later on today at about 11:15, we're going to be going to Mr. Spracklen at Prince of Wales Primary School down there in Dorset. We're going to see a real rhino, and we're going to actually get the chance to draw and paint a rhino. This afternoon we've got activities. We've got a science workshop. We're going to come back to you, Miss Nelson. You're going to talk about 50 things to do before you leave Cash Primary, and we're going to see some talent from your young people. And today, at the end of the day, we're going to see the cardboard cathedral that is actually being built as we speak in the school playground at this very moment. The cardboard cathedral that, as you can see here, is being built by boys and girls and men and women and all the community coming together to build a cardboard cathedral for you all to enjoy today. Thank you very much, Miss Nelson. I'm going to bump you off now if you don't mind, and I'm going to come back to you later on. There's one book I'd like to recommend to everybody in your staff, all your parents, all your communities, and that's this book here, Good Ideas. It's a book by an amazing man called Michael Rosen, and it's a book about how to be your child's best teacher and your best teacher, because we all have to work with people like Mrs. Nelson here. We have to work with teachers, and we have to support our teachers, and parents and the community have a responsibility to help raise our children. We all have a responsibility to do this. And I think you'd agree, Miss Nelson, it's all about the community, and it takes a whole village to raise a child. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. And thank you to all the boys and girls. You happy with that? Do we get everything in there? We covered everything?
I think so, yeah.
Fantastic. We got there in the end, didn't we? Thanks so much for your patience and understanding, and we'll catch up with you very soon. Thanks, Miss Nelson.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Wow. Well, there we go. How cool is that? We're getting this slowly. We're setting this up as we go. I'm just going to turn Miss Nelson off because she's just going to smile sweetly until I do. And I've got to find out whereabouts I do that. I think I do that there. There we go. There she's gone. So we're now going to go live to Russia. Now I've got to set this up. So that's going to be fun and games. So please stand by. We've got people on YouTube. Let's have a look and see what we've got over here. We've got Mrs. Netley who says, oh, thank you, Nick. Oh, it's lovely, Mrs. Netley. Thank you very much. Somebody says it's buffering, and we've got a bit of problem with the bandwidth. I'll be honest with you, BT came in and put a new cable in the other day, but we've still only got broadband. And I've got two boys in the house, and they're home learning or on PlayStation, whichever way you look at it. And that tends to mean that my internet gets a bit of a hammering, but hopefully they'll stay off it today. Lizzie Dunning says that Lady Godiva is from Coventry. Well, that's a good fact. That's good to know. Somebody here says good morning. That's Sir X. He's got a cool graphic. So all the YouTubers are in the house today. So we've got lots of people there. So keep those messages coming in. This is fantastic. We're going to cut to a little video now, and then we're going to come back to the cardboard wonders of Tyron Cardboardia. If we can connect with him in Russia, this is going to be interesting. This is our first international call. And Miss Nelson's just sitting there thinking, I wonder if he's going to pull this off. But she knows, I don't think I can see her, but I've got my beady eye. So what shall I do? I think I might just play my little video again. If you want to pop to the toilet, you don't have to put your hand up today if you're at home. Just now would be a good time to probably pop to the toilet if that's what you need to do. If I can find that little video to play, we will. I'm going to put my glasses on. I think this might be the day that I wear my glasses more than I don't, actually. Let's, well, here's a nice little one. Let's see if we can get this to play.
There you go, right here.
I wish for you to stand up for what you care about.
Let's get it.
And this starts right now. Yes, everyone in the room.
It's all us. Cleveland on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I hope that together we'll create something that the world will remember. What we see changes who we are. When we act together, the whole thing is much more than the sum of the parts.
All right, yeah, you take that down. Darryl, where do you want the cardboard? Okay, mate, take that then. We're flat out here at Joseph Cash Primary School up in Coventry. We've got to take this whole. No, I'm not. I'm just running late, mate. I'm going. I'm dropping Daryl out, and I'm going to go to the cardboard guy now. I'm just going to connect him on. Okay. Just ask him to stand by and send him some links. Can you ask him to come on WhatsApp? Whole day of activities. Prince of Wales School. Did you set a WhatsApp group up? Did you set a WhatsApp group up? Rhinoceros in Wales that you're going to be able to learn how to draw. We've got a whole load of stuff that's been curated by Jude Wilson. I'm going to tell him I'm going to email him the links. DJs and MCs. I'm going to email him a video link now. Ask Tyran to stand by. I'm going to email him a link. Yeah. Co-curated by the thanks. I've got to go, man. Yeah, and tell him I'll do the same. Going to show how to turn. Yeah, ask Alan to stand by. Tell him I'm sorry, really running late. We can launch Saturday night. And Tyran Cardboardiers live linking in from Russia to show us how to build our own cardboard parade. And we're delighted that the Art and Culture Minister, Caroline Dinage, is going to join us on Saturday to say a few words as well. Saturday night, we've got DJs, we've got discos, because we're going to be dancing under the world's second biggest mirror disco ball. Rob the Bank's got the first one, he wouldn't let us borrow it. Friday, Saturday and Sunday, Chris Sullivan's going to be doing his fire pit chats. Friday night with Rankin Jr., who is the son of Rankin Roger of the Beat. Saturday, it's Neville Staples, one of the first members of the Specials with his partner, Christine, and Basie from the Selector. This city is going to show the country how it can rise from the ashes again and take us with it. We've had enough of all this talk about whether our kids are going to keep up or not. The challenge is us keeping up with them. And Sunday is the hashtag EvolvedEd21 co-conference, co-curated with this legend, Professor Stephen Heppel. We've got amazing tech. That means if you want to perform, if you want to read, you want to sing, you want to play, you want to perform, 1, 2, 3, 4 of you can video call in on a green screen and we can put you on our stage. So download the brochure, hashtag Coventry21, a 3-day community art festival for all our kids and all our futures. Be a part of it.
Body language to the neuroscience that you can use to literally bend people's reality. You know, negotiation is letting the other side have your way. So mirroring creates the opportunity for them actually to present.
Okay. Just going to play you a little film now, actually. Going to play you a film while we get the Tyran Cardboard. Yeah, sorry, Alan O'Donoghue. I know we're running very late, Alan. We had a bit of a late night with the tech, so please bear with us. We have to go to Dorchester for 11:15 because we've got a live link to rhinoceroses. Now, this young man here who's behind me is a lovely, amazing young man whose name is Caine. And you may or may not know the story of Caine. But he is quite a remarkable young man because he had a dream. He was inspired to learn. He was inspired to make. He was inspired to inspire the whole world. And this story will inspire all of you, I'm sure. We'll see you in a minute. We'll live link into Russia.
My name's Caine. I'm 9 years old. My arcade is called Caine's Arcade. It's open on weekends only, and it's really cheap.
Caine does not pass by an arcade without stopping in. He loves tickets, playing games. He loves prizes. So it was only natural for him to build his own arcade. He loves to see how things are built. He takes all his toys apart to see how they work. You can't put them back together, but he takes them apart. Caine spent summer vacation coming to work with me. We sell auto parts in East LA.
My dad has a lot of boxes back there. He ship parts out to cut them up and make my arcade games out of it. My first game I made, the basketball hoop I got at Shakey's Pizza, and it's really cool.
He taped it onto a box, and he was offering people chances to play for like a nickel. He started from that little game, and little by little, they started getting fancier and fancier, and eventually he took over the whole store.
I met Caine randomly. I had to get a door handle for my 96 Corolla. So I pulled into this used auto parts store, and I just came across this elaborate cardboard arcade. I asked him how much it was to play. He's like, for $1 you get 4 turns, but for $2 you get a fun pass. Well, how many turns do you get a fun pass? You get 500 turns for a fun pass. I got a fun pass.
I made this fun pass that expires in 1 month, and you get 500 plays on any of these games. A great deal. And I started making my office. It has like a speaker on the other side I can talk through. I got tokens, my business card, fun passes, and prizes. First prizes, I use my own toys, like the cars with my own toys. I used to like Hot Wheels when I was little.
I worked from the back office, and it kept him out of my hair all summer. He would work on the arcade, I'd work on eBay.
My next game I built was a soccer game. First of all, it didn't have no goalies. People said it was too easy, so I bought army goalies. Those are my blockers. I thought, is it easy now? It's pretty hard, so you get 2 tickets to make it in here. I'll give it a 4-star. Hard game, challenging game. 4-star.
One day, Caine tells me, Dad, I want to buy a claw machine. I said, why don't you just build it? So he got an S-hook, put a piece of yarn on it, and then put a little track on top of the box. And I said, what the heck? He figured out how to make a claw machine with a string and a hook.
And here's some sunglasses. These are the glasses I like the most. Star sunglasses.
He bought calculators to put on every arcade game. And I go, what's that for?
The calculator's right here for security to see if it's a real fun pass or not. On the back, the fun pass has security number. So when you go here, you have to turn it on, you put the PIN number in it, and you push a check mark button, and the big number comes out. That's how you know it's a real fun pass.
My dad started the business in 1955. We have used auto parts. Most of our business has gone online because we really don't get the walk-up traffic like we used to. So Caine's chance of getting one customer is pretty hard. Caine's always waiting in front, sitting on his little chair, and trying to convince people to play. But not too much luck.
Caine's Arcade grand opening.
But he never gets discouraged. He's always sweeping up and dusting off the games, waiting for customers. He only wears his shirt on Saturdays and Sundays when he comes to open up his arcade. And he's really proud of his shirt because he thought it up and he designed it. When Caine got back to school from vacation, he started telling everybody that he had an arcade. And nobody believed him. So he won't wear his shirt to school because he's afraid that kids might tease him about it. You know, he told them, hey, I got my own arcade. And they go, yeah, sure. Well, one day, my secretary comes running into the office. George, you never believe it. Somebody's playing Caine's Arcade. And I go, no way. So I was looking through the security camera, watching them.
And I'm playing like miniature soccer, miniature basketball. And then when you'd score a point, he would crawl into the box and he pulls out these little tickets out of the side of the cardboard.
Like real arcade games, tickets come from the bottom.
And I was like, this kid's a genius.
Nirvan came back one day when Caine wasn't here, and he told me, do you mind if I make a short film about Caine's Arcade? I said, well, actually, it's kind of like a little joke around here because you're his only customer.
I was blown away. Caine's only sold one Fun Pass. Like, the Fun Pass is an awesome deal.
So Nirvan said, well, what if I can get him a couple customers? I said, that would make his day. If you can get him one customer, he'll be happy.
And at that point, we hatched a plan to invite everybody in LA to come play Caine's Arcade.
The idea was to do a surprise flash mob at Caine's Arcade on Sunday afternoon.
And I'm thinking, who's going to come down to a junkyard Sunday afternoon, East LA? Who's really going to show up?
Then I made a little Facebook event, which a friend posted on Hidden LA, which has over 230,000 fans. And all of a sudden, it just started going viral.
And their mom put it over the internet. And all of a sudden, within an hour, we had NBC News here.
Then I hit the front page of Reddit, which is like being on the front page of the internet.
I started reading the comments. I wish I could be there. I live in New York. I wish I could be there. I live in Europe. And I go, wow, it was getting big. The plan is, I'm going to take Caine to Shakey's Pizza. We're going to play some arcade games. We're We're gonna eat lunch while Nirvan sets up a big surprise party. Caine has no idea what we're doing. And when we get back, he's had the biggest surprise of his life.
And the idea is just to get as many people as we can to come out to Caine's Arcade and just make his day.
Caine's dying to have one customer show up to his arcade. So Caine is to be the most surprised little boy in the whole wide world.
Hey, if you're ready. In about a minute, he's gonna arrive here.
Hey Caine, can we go home early today? We had no customers today.
No.
No? Come on. Dad's tired.
No can do.
No can do. We're back, Caine. Wow. What's going on over here? Huh? We finally got some customers here.
Okay. Alright, everybody, this is Caine. Caine, this is everybody. All these people came here to play your arcade. Did you know they were coming?
No.
Are you ready to run your arcade?
Yeah.
Alright, what'd you guys come here to do?
We came to play!
Go ahead, welcome to Caine's Arcade, man.
Well, the C could be for cardboard and the A could be for arcade. But the A could also be for auto parts, cause it's pop shops where it's made. And the I's gotta be for imagination, of which the kids got a lot. And the N ought to be for noggin, where the idea first got thought. But then the E, oh yes the E, oh yes the E, oh yes the E. Well, the E's gotta be for everybody. That's you and me. Cause everybody's who's invited to come on down and play. If you got the pluck to try your luck, come on down to Caine's Arcade. Oh, Caine's Arcade. Caine's Arcade. Oh, Caine's Arcade. Caine's Arcade. It's the best cardboard arcade ever been made. Ever made. Grab yourself a fun pass and y'all come on down and play. If you got the pluck to try your luck, get on down to Caine's Arcade.
So the wonderful story there of Caine's Arcade. Lovely, lovely little boy.
So I came back there, I was like, is this real life or like I was just dreaming?
Lovely, lovely little boy there, Caine's Arcade. And we're so grateful to him. Caine, believe it or not, helped us out this year. He actually did a live link to our lockdown last year when, believe it or not, is even more disorganized than this, if you can believe that. And I know that one of the most amazing techno people in the country are out there. Alan O'Donoghue's out there somewhere. Do you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to do this very much on the fly here. Live and direct from Joseph Cash Primary. We're out the front here at Joseph Cash Primary, and I'm going to send Alan O'Donoghue a link now. So I'm doing this, boys and girls. We have to be prepared to have a go. This is the most complicated thing I've ever done in my life. This isn't StreamYard. It's not Zoom. I've got 3 computer screens in front of me, 1 laptop, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a call. So I say add input. And I say video call, and I'm going to, I can see Mr. Spracklin's getting ready. He's nearly ready. So we're going to come to him in a minute. That's going to be great. We're going to go to Alan O'Donoghue for about 4 minutes first, and then we're going to go to the Rhino at 11:16, I think. So this is a link. I've made a link. I copy that. You know when you click buttons and they don't kind of let you know if you've clicked it properly or not. And I go back to my email, and I go to Alan. I type a message to my friend Alan. Now, Alan is a very special person to me because I met him in a pub in Liverpool, funnily enough, a long time ago, 5 or 6 years ago, when I was doing a project with Sir Ken Robinson and some amazing schools in Liverpool. And Alan drove all the way to see me. Actually, he was in Liverpool. He lives in Preston, but he drove all the way to see me from the centre of Liverpool because his daughter was there going to the theatre, I think it was. And oh, hang on, that's worked. That's not good. Look, Alan, don't use that one. Let me send you another one. Hang on a second. Let's do another video call. It's annoying because you don't get a little, when you click the copy thing, it doesn't say that it's copied, and you never know. It's not a very good, what they call a good user experience, this. Oh, I know what I'm doing. It's because I'm not actually hitting copy. I'm setting it up. So video call, copy. You've got to click OK. That's it. Right, Alan, you're going to get a link now. This one's for you, Alan. Alan O'Donoghue. Coming to you live and direct. And I'm going to call this link to. So if you look for email link to Alan O'Donoghue. Oh, he says, just typing over that. We're coming to you in 5 minutes, Mr. Sprackland. So stand by there, please, at the Rhinoceros Zoo Farm, whatever it's called. So Alan O'Donoghue's now got a link, and in a minute, we're going to see him pop up. So I can click here, and I can adjust the size of this. And as soon as Alan clicks that link, now he's a whiz with the tech. This man is like Mr. Whiz with the tech. Don't you doubt that for a second. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him up in the side there. I think what I'll do is I'll just pop into the hall, and we'll do this on the hall computer. Got a big screen for Mr. O'Donoghue. Alan O'Donoghue is an utter legend in the world of technology. I'll tell you that for nothing. If you want to know about tech, and if you want to know about coding, if you want to know about Minecraft, if you want to know about microbits, in a minute, we're going to get an amazing man in the screen here. In fact, I'm going to press that, and that's black at the moment. That's the box he's going to come up in. Oops, I bumped myself off because I put that in at number 4. So let's put me there. In fact, let's not have me there. Let's use me over here. I'm going to have to, do you know what? I reckon I could teach Alan a trick or two. Alan would probably quite like to know how this works. And he's just down the road from a really cool firm called CPC, who I quite like a lot, actually, because they've got they're the place. If you want cables and stuff, don't go to that amazing company. Well, they call themselves amazing, don't they? But they, you know, begins with A and something or other, and whatever they're called. Go to CPC, because if you want any tech, if you want tech, now this is the coolest tech you're going to see today, guys. This is super cool tech that came from Preston. A big, oh, I've got that bit of wire there. Let's do that again. This is a bit of tech that is off the scale, unbelievable. This is my favorite tech. This is a disco mirror ball, and I got this disco mirror ball from a company called CPC, who are in Preston, which is up north near Blackpool. In fact, Blackpool and Preston, I hadn't realised, are virtually the same place. And Alan O'Donoghue lives there. So if you need any tech, if you need microbits, if you need robots, and here he is. Look, he's an utter legend, this man. Now, can we hear him? Hello, Alan O'Donoghue. Can you hear me? Ah, that's not good luck, is it? We can't hear you. Why can't we hear you? Let me just check if I've mapped your audio. I've got to map all the audio when well, it should be. Oh no, that's. Hello. Alan, we can hear you. Can you hear me? Yeah. Now, can we be quite clear? Was that me or you? I've got to apportion blame here. That's the story of my life for the moment. Was that me or you? Do you reckon?
Yeah. I can hear you perfectly fine. It's just because I've been watching it, and it's amazing. All these stories
coming from you, mate. That's something, I'll tell you.
So I've got a few minutes. Just guide me as I go along. So you can probably see right behind me right now is this huge cardboard computer. In fact, it's not quite as big as it should be. It should be even bigger. And I'm going to say, don't start with something really big. Let me show you in my room.
So Alan, rewind a second. What have you actually done here? You've got a load of old cardboard boxes there. What exactly? What's your elevator pitch, as they say? We've got about can I just say, we've got about 3 minutes before we go to Mr. Sprackland, because he's got a rhinoceros that's getting hungry. So we don't want to be too long.
So we had a problem. We had so much cardboard in our house that we didn't know what to do with it. And then we started building things. So if I turn my camera around, you can see we've been building some cardboard computers. This BBC Micro, which was on the TV last week. And it's got me thinking about if I was to start all over again and go really small, like maybe a wristwatch. So I'm starting to build now a toolkit, and I've been thinking about, I need to start off by gathering materials, then thinking about how I can shape them, stick them together and decorate them. And it's like, if I show you this one here, it's amazing what you can do with cardboard if you stick at it and keep doing it and doing it again. That's the one I'm proud of. But then I started off actually with something a little bit more simple. It was a box of that. And actually, I think I've realized corrugated cardboard is actually really, really hard. I wish I'd started now. I think I'd started with a cereal packet. And if you are going to use cereal packets and boxes, it's a good idea to put one of these clips on, because I upset some people. I got the cardboard out of the cupboard and I left the packet there, and then somebody came along and there was stuff everywhere. So if you want to know a few more ideas and suggestions about where to start, I'm having to start all over again, right back to the beginning. Keep it simple. Start off with even the simplest of tools, just like scissors, rulers, cereal packets, and then tape. And I thought maybe I should have started off building a smartwatch. So I've got some cardboard I've been working on this morning, and I've been trying to think about how I could make a smartwatch. You're probably going to have to say goodbye to me in a minute, but what you'll see now is if I put my phone here, I'm going to get back down onto the floor, and I'm going to go back to thinking, right, so I've got my piece of cardboard. I cut a strip off like this.
Let's see if we can zoom in on you.
It fit around my wrist. I can put some tape on it. What would a smartwatch really have on it? What would make it really smart? Would it be like, would it have like a little motion? So like when I smile at it, it smiles back at me. And I was using, ouch, because I've got hairy arms. When I use the tape, it damages it. So I found this stick and loop tape, which is really good. So I can, look, if I put it like this, I can start off. Look, how smart does that look? Whoa.
Whoa.
I bet
Wicked.
you're really jealous. So have you heard enough from me, or do you want to hear a little bit more?
Alan, I'd love what you're doing. You were on BBC Bite Size recently, weren't you?
Yes, and on BBC Click as well.
So how can people find those videos and find out about your cardboard computer museum, which I think is just such an inspiration?
That's it wrong. It's exhibition.
Exhibition.
Exhibition, Bition. If you look for that on Exa Foundation, you can find there's like little kits you can download and build yourself.
So Alan, so don't worry, you got a call coming in.
Hang on. Oh, it's you. It's you, Nick. Sorry.
Is that an hour late? Is it? So Alan, just very quickly, because I can see that Gary Spracklen is standing by. I can see lots of green fields. This is fantastic. Exhibition, EXABITION. That's fantastic. So that's the right one. Pop that in. Do me a favor, Alan. Pop that in the comments.
Yeah, I'm sending it now on my smartwatch.
Brilliant. Okay, I want everybody to make smartwatches today. So Alan, you've got a firm there, CPC, very near you, haven't you, that sell lots of cool tech, microbits and all that stuff. I think we need to big up CBC, because we've had some great stuff from them. They sent me one of these little robots. You probably know how all this works. I haven't had time, Alan. You know, these little robots with the microbit you can plug in, 2 motors. We're starting a thing, Alan, called the Rocket Kids Club, for kids to be inspired, to create and to share, a bit like Sugata Mitra's Nanny Cloud. And we want to get people like you to come on that maybe once a month with ideas and little tips and tricks, how to use microbits to control Minecraft, all that stuff. Because Carol Allen showed me that once, I could never work it out. Would you do that?
Yeah, well, look, my smartwatch is showing it. It's a smile. It's saying yes, we're up for that.
Alan, I'll tell you what, let's have a high five on the screen. we met 6 years ago on the back of Ken Robinson in Liverpool, and that's why this is such a special friendship and a great connection. We've been to the top of BT Tower together, haven't we, for a BT event on digital literacy. Mate, lovely to see you.
I want to see in a few days all the smartwatches that people started building from materials in their house, and what smart features they can add into their smartwatches.
Okay, Alan, I'm going to announce here and now then. We're going to give everybody, we're going to have a prize for a digital watch that tells the time in the dark with red letters maybe, for the best, and we're going to call it #ExaWatch21. I'm going to put that up on the screen for everybody now, #ExaWatch. I'm going to type that in now, so #ExaWatch, and you can make it in cardboard, you can draw it, you can do whatever you like, but anybody, and in a week's time, Alan, we'll get back online and we'll judge them, not the best, but the people who've tried the hardest, the people who've been creative and imaginative. Alan O'Donoghue, thank you so much, we'll see you soon. We're going now to Dorset. Thank you so much, Alan, it's lovely to see you. If I can get my mouse, where's my mouse gone? Oh, my mouse is, where's my mouse? Where's my mouse gone? Oh, it's on that screen. I've got 3 screens here. Okay, Alan, bye-bye. Wow, how cool was that? Unbelievable. Now, I don't know where to go first. I can see 2 super cool people here, and I can see somebody who's got their best wig on. And that's always a good start, having a wig on with me, because I do like people with curly hair. And I'm just going to I'm going to let them know when they're live, because I've got a few buttons and things to set up here because we didn't get it set up quite as much as we'd like. So I'm going to put him in. I'm going to put my glasses on for this because I want to get this right. I really do. So I'm going to put him as what we call guest 1. And guest 1 is going to be, where are we? Multi-view. Guest 1 is going to be down here. Now we normally get this set up. So that's Gary, Mr. Spracklen. So we've got him good. Oh my goodness, he is very well organized actually. He's not only got white hair, but he's got a green, horrible greeny thing. I don't know, greeny things. That's not very nice. Green is. Let's have a quick look here. We won't pursue that line of conversation, I don't think. I've got to do the green thing somewhere else. So there's a moral of this story, Mr. Spracklen, when we do get to speak, and that's called read the manual, because that's always how you work things out. So I'm going to get my color key here. I'm going to tick that there. Oh, we're getting there. We're making good progress. So that now when I come up here, we tend to think at moments like this of better late than never. And there on the screen is Mr. Spracklen, all the way live and direct from Dorset. Can you hear us, Mr. Spracklen? We can't hear you. Why can't we hear you? Hang on a second. Speak again. That's interesting. I need to press that, but why isn't that working? Speak again.
Hello, Nick. Can you hear me?
I can, but I don't know why I can't when I do this. I'm just going to. Okay, that's just weird. Anyway, Mr. Spracklen, lovely to see you. You're floating around in fresh air at the moment, which isn't a good look.
Oh, it's wonderful to be floating around in space. Hello, how are we all?
Let me just get you back across. And if I can get, I've got a horrible thing. We're going to lose. Speak again. Can we hear you still? No, we can't. Why can't we? Hang on. This isn't good. Go again.
Hey, Nick, can you hear me?
We can. So, I mean, you've got an idea of this technology, haven't you? Mr. Spracklen, I'm going to leave you.
World. It's great to be here at Coventry 21 Festival.
Well, we're delighted to have you. We're absolutely delighted to have you, Mr. Spracklen. Whereabouts are you today?
So I am in my office in Dorset at the beautiful Prince of Wales School. It's a sunny day down here in Dorset, and we're delighted to be joining you all. We've been linking with Joseph Cash Primary School and linking into the festival. We've got some of our pupils performing tomorrow, some musicians and some drama with Shakespeare, and it's great to be bringing this assembly to you now.
Great. Now you've got somebody you're going to introduce us to in a minute. Who's that? In fact, before we go on to that, tell us about, you've got a hashtag down there, haven't you? Which I think I'm going to put up on the screen actually. Could you tell me how to spell it one very slowly, because I'm not very good at typing, Mr. Spracklen. So I've got a hashtag. What's the next letter I need? Oops, we've lost you. Why have we lost you?
We're back.
Okay, you are. You're dropping in and out. Are you on Wi-Fi?
No, I'm not on Wi-Fi. This is Dorset.
Yeah, well, there we go. Okay, give me some letters for this word. I've got a hashtag. I want to type a hashtag on the screen while you're talking. What would I want?
Oh, I reckon you're going to need an I at the start.
Key stage 1, Mr. Spracklen. Is that ear? Ear, yeah. Is that ear? Ear, yeah. And then
we're going to need a P in there somewhere.
No. So inspector. Is that the word? Inspector Gadget? Maybe. Is that what we want?
It's not far off. We are thinking about today being inspired.
Yeah, but inspired is all very well. You can be inspired just sitting around, can't you? You've got to be inspired to do something, haven't you?
Not inspired to sit around, Nick, but inspired to learn.
Oh, this sounds good. Inspired to learn.
And that is the ethos of the Prince of Wales School. In fact, it's a bit longer than that. The Prince of Wales School is where we are all inspired to learn. And that all is really important because it needs to involve all of us.
When you say all of us, what do you mean the teachers as well? Is that all you mean? We've lost your audio. Why have we lost your audio? Oh, why have we lost your audio, Mr. Spracklen? Is it something at your end or is it my end? Keep talking.
Can you hear me now, Nick?
Yes, I don't know why you were dropping out, actually. Not to worry. So you're saying that it's about the children and the teachers being inspired, but maybe even a few more people. Is that right?
Absolutely. Teachers, parents, carers, governors, grandparents, aunties, uncles, pets, the lot.
Okay. Now, every time I do that, you go quiet on me, and I don't know why. Hang on a second. Is it down the bottom here? Oh, that's where it is. Okay. Right, we've got you now, Mr. Spracklen. So you've got some very special people, I think, you want to introduce us to. Give us a little bit of context while I get them set up, would you? Also known as Playing for Time.
At the Prince of Wales School, ever since lockdown 1, we've been doing a daily assembly. We've been broadcasting that live out through our Facebook and our YouTube channels, and it's helped us stay connected as a community. And each day, normally around about 20 past 11, all the children across the school, and at the moment that means whether they're in school or whether they're at home, they get to come together for a whole school event. And as part of that program, we've been linking to people, well, all around the world really, to share fascinating things with us. And I think probably back in around about April last year, we connected with a zoo, Folly Farm Zoo in Wales. And we met Jack, who works for Folly Farm Zoo, and we met, well, some of the animals that they get to keep at the zoo. And since then, we've been back a few times. Most recently, we went and met penguins at Folly Farm Zoo, which was fantastic. We've also seen the giraffes, and it's a fantastic assembly. And today, we're linking back to Folly Farm Zoo for Coventry 21. We are going to be doing a live lesson with Jack and his team there at Folly Farm Zoo. And well, I'm maybe not going to tell you the animal just yet because I think we'll let Jack do that.
Well, I think, Jack, can you hear us? Jack? Oh, I think you've got a worse data connection than Gary. Mr. Spracklen, can you hear us, Jack? We've lost your picture as well. Oh dear. There he is. Oh, hang on a second. Go for it again.
Hello, yes.
Well, we've got sound and vision. We've got David Barryville. Go for it.
Hello.
I think you're
everyone. So yeah, as I was saying, my name is Jack, and I work at Folly Farm Zoo, and we're joined today. I hope my signal doesn't drop.
We can just about pick you out. It's a bit like a Dalek, but if you can go to where the signal's the best.
Can you still hear me?
We can certainly see you pretty well.
I think if we look behind us there, we can. If we look behind Jack, we can see.
Oh my goodness me!
Look at that!
Whoa! My goodness.
That's right. Jack is a rhino keeper at Folly Farm Zoo in Wales.
This is live from a rhinoceros zoo. Is that real?
So this is our baby rhino.
Oh, look, it's a baby rhino.
Them outside. So
A baby rhino. That's fantastic.
I'm just going to see if the signal's better outside.
But it was worth it just to see the rhino for a second, wasn't it? How fantastic was that? No, we're a bit clunky here. The data's a bit clunky. Oh goodness, it's massive. Whoa, that's buffering, all right. Somebody says it's buffering. I think it is buffering. Somebody says hello. Chloe says hello. You're breaking up a bit, I'm afraid. It's really, but this is priceless. This is utterly priceless.
The image is really clear. We can see really clearly the image of the rhino. What we were hoping to do today is we could draw the rhino. I'd love to see if anyone could draw the rhino.
I don't see any reason why we wouldn't be able to, do you? That's just fantastic. Look at that. He's got his hand near his mouth. So what are we going to have a drawing competition then, Mr. Spracklen? Is that what we're talking about?
I think that would be great. You could choose whether you draw the baby rhino. Look, and here comes the baby rhino.
Yeah. So anybody on YouTube or Facebook or Zoom, anybody wants to draw this rhino, what we're going to do, we're going to say hashtag Rhino21. How about that? Draw a, is that a mum or a dad, do we know? It's a mum, is it? Okay, so, and we're going to say hashtag Rhino. Actually, we're going to call it the Art of Rhino. Art of Rhino. Rhinos. Art, hashtag Art of Rhinos. So Walker and Temporary says, so cute. Chloe Bullock's got a message for the rhino, and she says hello with some emojis. Hayden's Cat Animations is saying hello. Everybody's saying hello to the rhino. Oh, look at that. That's fantastic. Mr. Spracklen, you've excelled yourself here. You really have.
A big thanks to Jack and the team at Folly Farm Zoo. They've done a fantastic job right through the pandemic, continuing to look after the animals at the Folly Farm Zoo. Jack has trained specifically to look after the rhinos. He did a fantastic job. Amazing. Whereabouts in Wales is it, Mr. Spracklen? So it's in just outside Tenby and near Saundersfoot. Oh, lovely. Southwest Wales then. Oh, it's down there this summer. Lovely part of the world. Beautiful part of the world. I'm going to put you back up if I can. Let me just have a quick look, and we'll get Mr. Spracklen up in the corner, see, because I know you'd like to see this yourself, wouldn't you, Mr. Spracklen? Let's get you up there. Mr. Spracklen can. Oh, you're on the park keeper's head now, the zookeeper's head. But not to worry. Looks like Jack's got you actually. It's fun, isn't it? The video is fantastic. It's just the audio is breaking up. They hover my hat on Jack's head. I've got my Greatest Showman hat on, Nick, for you. Well, I think you've got the right hat there, Mr. Spracklen. That's certainly the right one for you, isn't it? You are the Greatest Showman. I know that. We've also got Miss Johnson, who's in the room with me. She's having a go at the Rhino Challenge as we speak. Oh, is she? So in a minute, Nick, I'll be able to share with you what Miss Johnson's been drawing. I'll be able to hold it up to the screen. It'd be great if some of the children could send in their artwork using that hashtag as well. What was that hashtag, Nick? So hashtag Art of Rhinos. Art of Rhinos. Let me pop that up on the screen for everybody. Art of, I popped it in the comments.
but it's now just gonna go up on the screen. So Art of Rhinos, there we go. Hashtag Art of Rhinos. And I think I need to get myself back up in here as well, actually. Oops.
I'm gonna. Do you want to come and sit in here, Anne, and just talk about what you're trying to do?
Right.
Look, Miss Johnson's going to swap places with me, Nick, so that she can talk about what she's drawing at the moment. Okay.
Fantastic. Hold on a sec. Let me just.
Just going to climb over the wires we've got here.
So should we say goodbye to the rhinos then, sir? Do you think?
Keep them up at the moment.
The rhinos are there. I'm having real trouble actually.
And now your audio's gone a bit squee whiff.
Great.
Hang on a second, miss. Oh, that's a lovely rhino. We can see that. We've got pictures. We just seem to be struggling with your audio.
Is there anybody out there?
We can see you. So this is right. We're doing the hashtag Art of Rhinos. And I'd like to see if we got some shout. Oh, mind your head, miss. Mind your head, miss. All that. I thought that rhino's going to eat your head. My goodness. Got some great feedback coming in. Thank you, everybody, for these lovely messages. I know we've got terrible buffering, haven't we? I don't know quite what the buffering's all about. But are you still there, miss?
No, it's going dead.
We can't hear you. Well, actually, let me try again. Try again, miss.
Can you hear me now?
I can. I think this is a bit better. I think we've got I think the wind's blowing the right direction now.
Okay, hold your breath, everyone. I'm trying to draw the rhinos, but I said it was. So what I might have to do is get a still picture up so I can really concentrate on what they look like. And so far, I've drawn this of the baby rhino. This is my baby rhino.
Oh wow, that's fantastic. What's that? Is that pencil or chalk or charcoal?
That's just pencil. It's a bit blurry on my screen, but there we go.
That looks lovely.
It's a start. So have a go at that in the classrooms and at home. And if you can send your rhino pictures into us, that would be fantastic.
Nick,
Brilliant.
I know the line's not. Jack's got someone with him. I think he's got Kim with him.
Okay.
Not sure if Kim's there. And Kim works at the zoo, but she's also an artist.
Do we need to get her back?
Oh, there's Kim, look.
Oh, there's Kim. Brilliant.
Maybe we can put those guys full screen. We can see what Kim's up to.
Enjoy, baby.
This is what.
Fantastic. Hold it up again to the screen. Oh, wow. Look at that. That is fantastic.
So Nick, what we've done today is we've started a movement. We started off in Dorset. We've gone across to Wales. We're linking with you in Coventry. There's a bit of a rhino horn there, isn't there? Like a triangle.
Oh, blimey. You're getting very creative today, sir.
But we could spread that across the world now with that hashtag.
Your creativity knows no bounds. Hashtag inspired to learn is my favorite hashtag of the day. I'm going to tell you that. That's the one I like the most.
Jack, right.
I don't know. We've got a real problem with your audio there, I'm afraid. Which is a bit of a shame. But I'm going to pop myself in the middle there. Whoops, I'm in the middle of the rhinos now. Well, thank you all very much. That's been fantastic. So Kim, have you got any more work to show us? You've gone quite...
Hold it up again. No, just that.
Do you think you've got to? Oh, so let's get rid of Mr. Spracklen. Get rid of that. Go away. Oh, fantastic! Well, thank you very much for that, Kim, and everybody down there at the farm.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, guys, for your help.
Absolutely wonderful. Got lots of emojis here from Luciano Santos. Somebody's actually found the Shahida Parveen's found the Rhino emoji, which is fantastic. we've gone emoji fantastic, emoji mad this morning. Thank you, guys. Let me get myself back up there again and give you a nice big wave. Thank you very much. Bye bye. I don't know if you can see. I don't think you can see me. Maybe you can't get. Maybe waves don't translate into Welsh. We'll cut back to Mr. Spracken, I think. Get Mr. Spracken back up on the screen here. So, Mr. Spracken, thank you for sorting that out. That really was fantastic.
Wasn't it great to see the animals live? And it gives us a real inspired focus for our art.
So people think, oh, art's a bit of a soft touch quite often, don't they? And people don't tend to take it terribly seriously. I mean, what does art mean, and in all its forms to you there at the school and all the boys and girls? What does it mean to them there?
Oh, it means absolutely everything, Nick. It's something that brings us together, connects us. It's a tool that allows us to collaborate, to express our feelings. It really is just so important, and it's a golden thread that works us right through the school.
Fantastic, and Inspired to Learn is more than just art, isn't it? I mean, it works across the board as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. We believe that children should be inspired to engage with their learning, and we're just the first step in what will be a lifelong journey with learning.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your support. And I know you're teamed up with Joseph Cash Primary, aren't you? What sort of things do you think you might do with Mrs. Nelson there?
We're really looking forward to looking for Mrs. Nelson in the school and doing some virtual tours, maybe doing some writing and some blogs back and forth and video chats. And we'd love to tell them about the area that we live in and also hear about the area that they live in. Here in Dorchester, we've got just down the road a site with Maiden Castle, and that has huge links with the Romans and the Celts, and I'm sure that will link well to some units of work that Joseph Cash is studying.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Spracklen. Hopefully you'll dip in over the weekend and see if we can get this working a bit better, which I know we will, but we're just getting there slowly but surely.
Taking the first steps, Nick, is brilliant, and thank you for the opportunity today.
Well, I went to Sunderland a few years ago, sir, and I went to an amazing school, really was fantastic. And the head teacher there, I said, well, how do you do this? Because creativity and art is under such pressure. And he said, Ofsted are clear, they value creativity, but it takes a brave leader. And I think it takes people like you in school communities and your staff and the whole school community to come together, as you said. And I think what you're talking about there is a whole community that's inspired to learn, not just their children. But it's a little bit like this book I was mentioning earlier, this Michael Rosen book, Good Ideas, How to Be Your and Your Child's Best Teacher, because everybody benefits. And Sunday we're going to be hearing from Melissa Ben about lifelong learnings. It doesn't finish at school, does it?
No, it doesn't. And I'm looking forward to coming back on Sunday to share some more thoughts on our Inspired to Learn approach. So
you're going to be talking to teachers and parents and people who are interested in how we teach our children. That Sunday, the hashtag EvolveEd21 event. Thank you very much, Mr. Spracken. We'll catch up very soon. All the very best now.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Wow, how cool was that? Rhinos. Rhinos. Absolutely fantastic. And we're getting there slowly but surely. We're getting there. That's the chap I was chatting to. That's an amazing. Now, this is an amazing man, actually. He's just popped up. This is a video from last night that's just frozen. Last night, we had problems getting the tech working, and I could explain it one day, but I'm not going to now. It's all about the different channels and V- and audio minus, and oh my goodness, it's so complicated, as you've seen. And I went on Facebook and I said, can somebody help me? And this man said, yeah, I'll help you. How can I help? And his name is Brian. And this is Brian, and that's his little boy and his partner there in Los Angeles. In Los Angeles, we put a message on Facebook at 3 o'clock, and Brian put a message back and he said, I'll help you. And he spent 2 hours on the phone showing us some of the stuff that is so complicated. So we say to Brian and his lovely family there in Los Angeles, thank you. Hashtag Coventry21. We're very grateful to you for your support. We're going to cut away from that now and come back to our...
Hello, Joseph Cash Primary School.
I didn't want to come back to him. I thought that was a picture of this. If I jump to the end there, look, there's Peter Waterman. There he goes, another inspiring person. We'll have him on the end there. It takes a whole village to raise a child, inspire a child, and it needs the whole community. And that's what we're talking about today, getting everybody involved. Now we're going to come away. So if you want to go to the toilet or have a cup of tea, we missed our break time. I hope you got a break and got some exercise, because I didn't. I'm standing up all day today. But we're going to see if we can get our cardboardier man, Tyron, on the line. He is just incredible. We're going to try and get him on the line for just after we've played this little video. So I'm going to play you a video now. I'm going to get rid of myself. Now that's interesting. Why isn't that playing its audio? Let's cut back. No, it doesn't want to play its audio, does it? So this is the sort of thing, you see, that you have to kind of work out. You think, well, why isn't that working? The audio box is ticked there. So that's where it's playing. The audio box is on. Oh, this is so complicated. It's so complicated. But we had audio a minute ago. But you know what? It doesn't really matter. We're not too bothered. So today we're building a cardboard cathedral. And we're hoping that they're going to finish that, because at the end of the day, at home time, about 3 o'clock, we want to see that finished. So if you're at Joseph Cash Primary and if you're in the school, not if you're at home, please do not go to the school. You're going to be able to see more at home, because you won't be able to see, because we've got a satellite and we've got a drone buzzing over the school taking photos, and we're going to update you on those photos. So I'm just a bit confused as to why that video isn't working. Let's play again. No, it says it is playing. Is it playing? Is audio going out? I can't hear it. Oh, have I muted my head? No. Oh, I don't know. Gonna have to sort that out. Looks like no. Oh, so many settings here. I don't know if you can hear that, because I can't, and that's not a good thing, is it really? So if you can hear that audio, will you just pop a message out? We've got lots of messages over here. Let's have a look at some of these messages. Somebody says bye. Somebody says hi, Yad. You've got lots of emojis. Hi, Hussein, and Yad. Can you do me a favor and just tell me if you can hear the music for this video, because I can't. And I'm realizing I'm doing quite a lot with one. I've got a gamer laptop here, top of the range gamer laptop. Can you guys hear the audio? And if you can't, then obviously you're not going to hear this, are you? So I'm assuming that's not going out for some reason, which is a bit annoying. You can't hear audio. Okay, so no. Does that mean you can hear me but you can't hear the video? Okay, well at least it's doing what it's supposed to be doing, I suppose. Got WhatsApp messages buzzing in my ear as well. So I'm going to see if I can find out why that's not working. Okay. I'm going to put the screen up there. So it's a bit annoying, isn't it, when things don't work? So I should be able to play that.
Hello.
So that's playing audio. So we've got some audio working. That means that's. Should we watch that again?
Joseph Cash Primary School. I hear them on your wall of fame. Things that make Coventry famous. Well, I thank you for that. That's brilliant. I grew up not far from where you go to school, and I went to school not far from where you are. You see, anything can be achieved if you try hard enough. These are difficult times, and I know it's hard, but stick in there. Maybe you'll get your own wall of fame. And thank you, Joseph Cash Primary School.
That was lovely, wasn't it? A lovely message there. And here's another nice little message, actually. This is a film that was actually made by Amazon, and we borrowed it and put our own words on it. I hope you can hear this.
Good evening. All schools across the country will close until further notice as coronavirus raged among.
Parkins Primary. Where is Chris Dyson? Can we have Chris Dyson on this stage, please?
As I said, we're in the toughest area in Leeds, and yet our school children, the children that actually sit on the interview panel for the Northern Ballet, because I want to give them an opportunity that they've never sort of had before. And it shows if you believe in the people, you believe in these teachers, you believe in these kids, absolutely anything is possible.
That was a film from back in the start of the year, actually. Now I'm going to do something now. I'm going to set this system up. I told you that we're making this up as we go along. And I'm going to show you, if you're interested, is there anybody at home who's into tech? Let's get some messages up here. Who are you? Well, my name's Nick. Or are you asking somebody else, Yad? What's your real name? Just, oh, Yad, we've got lots of cool chatting going on here. Just to let you know that please be appropriate. Obviously, the teachers are watching the messages as well, so we don't want to be being too cheeky or too rude, but we want you to be inspired and we want you to have some fun. Now, I'd like you to look at that stage there. Can you see that picture there? Would you like to see some cool tech? So I'm going to use this in what's called a virtual stage studio, and I'm going to set this up live. Now, this is what I should have done last night, but I went to bed, as I told you, I went to bed quite early. So this is called a virtual studio. Now, the virtual studio is currently set up in such a way. So I'm going to cut to that. So, boom. So here I am. I'm in a virtual studio. Can you see I'm behind that table? It's all a bit weird, isn't it? I'm the wrong side. So what I've got to do is I've got to go and adjust this virtual studio because I need to go behind that. I need to go behind that table. So, oh gosh, we've got no idea what's what. Oh my goodness, Fergus. Okay, so I've got to work out which is what. Oh, here we go. Presenter on channel number 2. So what I do is I go to position and I go to channel number 2. Now I should be able to move myself around. Here we go. So what I can do is I can put myself, I need to be behind that table because that's my table there, yeah? So I'm massive, aren't I? So I need to make myself a bit smaller. So I can make myself a bit smaller and I can position myself. This is what I should have done in the middle of the night, but I didn't have time. So can you see I'm now behind that table? Does that look like I'm actually behind that table and I can look over here and I can look over it? So this is the cool tech, right? So that's that, okay. Now I want to be able to put, let's think, should we have the zoom up here? So zoom is down here somewhere. The zoom call, I've only got Malumba on at the moment. We might get Malumba on actually. Malumba, stop brushing your hair. I think we'll get you on for a little chat to test this in a minute. So Malumba is on a thing called desktop capture. So I need to come up here and go back to my virtual studio, wherever it's gone. Where's it gone? Where are you, virtual studio? Okay. So I need to go in here and I'm thinking aloud because this is so hard. So I want layer, let's call it layer 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's call it layer 5. Let's call it layer 6. Number 6 is going to be desktop capture. Is that that? No, it's not that. Okay, we don't want Fergus. That's Fergus. Hello, Fergus. That's all cool. We actually want it to be game, not game capture. The trouble is there's so many of these settings. Desktop capture, I think it's that one there. Okay, yeah, so there's Malumba. Now what I can do, what channel did we say that was? That was 6, wasn't it? So I can now go in and I can configure the size of that on channel 6 and put that up on that screen behind me. That's not changing that one, so it can't be 6. It must be, I thought we did it on 6. Oh gosh, let's go and have a look. So I'm actually making this up to go. I'll tell you what I want to get this right, because we've got some people coming in from Russia in 5 minutes, and I want to impress them that I'm not as bad as I look. So, oh goodness me. Okay, layer 6. Layer 6 is that desktop capture. So come in here and we go to overlay 6. That should be that one. Why is that not moving? Strange. It's multi-view. Oh, I'm getting my knickers in a twist now. This is tricky. This is tricky. Where's Fergus when I need him? Somebody's beeping. I don't know if you can hear those messages, but I keep getting messages in my ear from WhatsApp messages telling me that I've got people buzzing me. And now let's see if that does that. Okay, so that's moving Malumba about. Gosh, okay, I'm getting myself in a bit of a tiz here. I really am. See, that's Malumba moving around, but we can't blame him for that because that's me moving it around. Set up layer 6 desktop capture. Layer 6 desktop capture. Click on that. Oh no, it is moving the right one around. Okay, so we need to get rid of that one I put in front. So there's Malumba on that screen at the top there. Oh, Malumba's here as well. That's not helping. Okay, Malumba. Oh, we could chat to you actually. Can you hear us, Malumba? No, I can't hear you. Does that mean, is that because I've muted you somewhere? This is
my microphone.
Oh, we've got you. Did you get that cable you were going to get?
I muted my microphone. That's why you can't hear me. Can you hear me now?
I can.
I'm waiting for you to have a chance to put it downstairs at your door.
Okay, we'll do that at lunchtime. You can hear me, can you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
I can hear you perfectly well, thank you.
So this is why I don't like Zoom, because I'm going to put myself up. I don't like this because on Zoom, if your internet's not very good and your internet's not very good, it makes the video go small, and it's a real fiddle, and that's really annoying. I'm getting a little bit confused here, as you can probably see, Malumba. So bear with me.
We'll sort it out this afternoon.
Yeah, I wanted to try and sort it out now if I can. But so what's going on this afternoon? Can you give everybody a bit of an overview while I try and sort this out?
Absolutely, I can do that by looking at my trusted schedule. We are going to go back to Joseph Cash Primary shortly, where Mrs. Rachel Burnside is supposed to tell us about 50 very exciting things to do. To do where? I'm not quite sure. Is it at the school? Is it in Coventry? I have no idea. But we shall find out, and it will be exciting.
Well, I'll tell you right now, that's basically that's a project they run. That's a project they run at Joseph Cash Prime. 50 things to do before you leave Joseph Cash. Yeah.
Ah.
So it's
sounds exciting. It sounds like a very nice school. They were all lovely this morning.
It's to encourage everybody to be really
at around 1:30. Go on.
Yeah, so it's just to encourage people. It's to encourage the boys and girls to sort of do creative things, really.
Oh, that's brilliant. I wish I went to a school like that.
Be good, wouldn't it?
My school all about just obeying the rules and being quiet and listening. Not much talking when I was young in my school. A whole different culture. 1:30, we're going to have a creative science workshop with Dr. Joe Science. I'm looking forward to that.
Brilliant.
After the sciences, we're going to go to Parklands Primary for the art of maths.
Great. Back
to Joseph Cash for Cash Has Got Talent, which I'm certain of. Can't wait to see what they're going to show us. At 2:45, I believe we're briefly going to meet Professor Stephen Heppel. How do you say his surname?
Heppel.
Heppel. Professor Stephen Heppel. Apple.
Correct. That's
it's a lovely,
correct.
soft name. Who is, in a nutshell, going to talk to us about, how you can get a certificate to show that nothing is keeping you back. So really, it's about, dreaming big. And then at 5 o'clock, this should excite you, Nick, because it involves you. We're going to talk about the Rocket Kids Club and review the cardboard challenges, talk about Legos, perhaps, we'll see.
Now, hang on. You just said Legos. I don't call them Legos. The plural of Lego is Lego.
Lego?
Yeah, the plural
Lego.
of...
Did I say Lego?
No, you said Legos. People often call it Legos, and I get a bit cross about that. 'Cause I'm a bit particular about Lego. I'm a little bit particular about Lego.
What's the plural? What's the plural of Lego?
Lego.
Many Lego. I have 2 Lego, or I have 2 Legos.
Yeah, but you don't call it Legos, do you? I think that's just wrong, really.
It's Lego. It's always Lego. I don't think there should ever be an S. You're right, because it's just Lego.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
No,
I
there should not be
appreciate
an S.
that.
You're right, because then you would say Lego blocks.
I know.
No, you're very right. You're correct. I beg your pardon. Lego. Funny enough, Lego was possibly. See, now it sounds odd to say Lego were my prime occupation as a child, my prime escape as a child. I'd spend hours, because I had very strict parents, very strict teachers, and the only area of life where I had absolute liberty to do anything I wanted was the time I had in my room with, I had hundreds of Lego blocks. I suppose you'd say blocks to put it in plural.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, because Lego is the brand. Lego is the brand.
Blocks.
Lego is the name of the product. It's not.
Correct.
It's not. It's the name of the manufacturer, but they're Lego bricks.
The blocks.
It's the blocks. They're not even blocks. They're bricks. Okay.
Bricks and blocks. Construction bricks.
Exactly. So it's the bricks that you.
Right. We've got our Lego straight now.
I'm actually getting quite.
Build blocks is what they are.
I'm getting quite a lot straight now. I've nearly managed to do this, but it's still quite tricky. Okay, layer 8.
All right.
I'm getting
That's
there.
all right, because we've still got the whole day ahead of us, and we'll sort it out.
Well, I don't want to keep time. We've got Tyran Carbordia, who's one of the most inspiring people in the whole world. He's coming on very, very soon. Now,
yes, he should be ready now.
Okay, I just want to finish. Or is he nearly ready? I just want to see if he's called in. I want to get all set up first. He's not clicked on that link I sent him. So
after our 5 o'clock break, at 7 o'clock this evening is the start of our fire pit chat. And it's going to be a very special day today because we've got Rankin Jr., who's the son of two-tone legend Ranking Roger.
Fantastic.
So I look forward to that conversation because this is the type of music I was listening to about 15, 20 years ago.
And that's two-tone, and that's two-tone vibes, isn't it?
The behind the scene.
Right, I want to try and get you back up here.
Right up my musical alley.
I want to get you back on the screen here. Just 1 second. So you are going to be layer 6. So I go to layer 6.
Am I not in this?
It's interesting. Why aren't you?
Nick, I thought this is what you were sorting out all last night.
Please don't. Please don't. Hang on. Press the wrong thing there. I don't know. I can't get so here. So can you see the screen? Can you see me in front of the? Can you see me in front of the screen here? Can you see me on the screen like that?
Yes, I can see you in front of the screen, raising your hand.
So what's cool about this,
exactly.
You see, and I don't know if any of our tech guys are watching, but basically, what I can now do is I can zoom in on the screen there like that, or I can zoom back to me here. Okay, that's a bit too. That's interesting. So we can change that setting so that that's not quite so.
I didn't see any of the zooming.
Hang on. Oh, goodness. You didn't see the zooming? Hang on. I need to make the whole thing bigger.
I see it. I see it. I see it.
Okay, so you didn't see it because that wasn't it. Hang on a sec. So once I've set all this up with different things in different places, I can just click and zoom. I can zoom in on that screen there, but I'm still down here. You see, I'm still here, and then I can zoom back like that to a bigger studio set and zoom like that. So, and then I could move to different places. So, for example, this zoom here, we could set that up so that in fact we're zooming in on. Oh, I got the wrong one. Hang on. We're actually zooming in on that box at the top there, like that. So now I should be able to zoom to the whole screen, zoom in on that screen, or zoom in. Okay, that didn't work, did it? Well, we're getting Fergus worked out how this works. But you see the idea. So this is going to be our cardboard set for the weekend. And the whole point of today, being in the schools today, is that what we're doing is we're learning how it works and getting it working. So could you, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go now, Malumba, because it's 12:05 and Tyran, I've got a link here and he hasn't come into it. So I don't know quite why he hasn't called in. If you could just go and check that out for me, that'd be great.
I'm going to check in with him.
Thanks very much.
With him.
Thank you.
Keep it up. See you soon.
See you now. Bye-bye.
Go right here.
I wish for you to stand up for what you care about.
Let's get it.
And this starts right now. Yes, everyone in the room.
It's all us. Cleveland on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I hope that together we create something that the world will remember. What we see changes who we are. When we act together, the whole thing is much more than the sum of the parts.
So here we are in Coventry, #Coventry21. We're gradually building our TV studio. This is a television studio, believe it or not, that is being set up on a cardboard pyramid stage, not pyramid stage, sorry, a cardboard cathedral that we're building here in Coventry, which you can see hopefully, whoops, not that side, on the screen just over there. So that's the pyramid stage. Now, if I click on one of these options here, we should be able to zoom in on that. There we go. So that's what we've got. Now I need to change those presets slightly so I can change all this and I can get that so it, oops, I should be able to get that so it fills that screen perfectly. I've got lots of control over this. So all you tech heads, this is the tech. That guy that you saw the picture of earlier, that's Brian in LA. And believe it or not, his job is streaming esports and computer games and all those big champion things. That's what he does for a living. It's like full on, as I'm sure you know, you all know very well. You probably know more than I do about those esports and things like that. And this is the tech he uses. So he's a world expert on it. So that's the screen. And I'm still down here. So I can sort of put my head in. I can say I'm here. But then I can click here and zoom out. And here I am in the TV studio. And as people call in over the weekend, they're going to be able to stand behind that table there. So if you want to come on this show this weekend, anybody in Coventry, anybody in anywhere in the UK, what you need to do is you need to get yourself a green screen and and you can come in. So who have we got here? We've got Yad Ali and Hayden's cat animations. Or Hayden, I'd like to see your cat animations this weekend. I don't know if you do animations. Do you, Hayden? Bit of chit chat. Mrs. Nelson is just reminding everybody that she is actually keeping an eye on everything going on. So that's the message there from Mrs. Nelson. We're having a lot of fun today, but it's very important. We want to keep you safe because the internet is the place. We have to be very careful. E-safety is very, very important. And as Mrs. Nelson says here, you've got to remember your e-safety. And please do not give people names. You don't use real names. You don't swap your names. You don't give any details away. You stay safe today. And we're going to have a fantastic time. So thanks for flagging that for us, Mrs. Nelson there. And We don't want real names. Somebody says here, what's your real name? Well, we don't answer questions like that, do we? So if you're on the internet and somebody asks you a question like this, you don't answer. We don't answer questions like that. We have to stay safe on the internet. That's very, very important. So I'm hoping we're going to be able to speak to Tyron in a minute. Now, it might be that his link's not working. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my phone out. I've got my phone under the desk here. Let's have a look. What's going on here? Tyron is going to be amazing. You are not going to believe how amazing this guy is. He's just one of those incredible people. Now, I don't know what he's up to. I suppose I could check my email, couldn't I? I've got my computers all under here. You'll be glad to know. So let's have a look at my email and see if Tyron has come on. Here he is. He's on that link. Okay. Okay. I'm going to send you a new link, Tyron. Hold on a second, please. Okay, Tyron, I'm sending you a new link. Please stand by. So what I have to do, I have to go and create a new call. So I come down and say add input and go to video call. And oops, somebody just sent me a WhatsApp. I don't know if you heard that buzzing. Let's have a look. He should be there. He's not here. So don't worry, we're going to send him another link. Okay, so copy. Control copy. Okay. Pop that through there. Now, Tyron is an expert on cardboard, and he might not actually like all this technology stuff. Maybe that's what the problem is. I don't know. So let's rename that so I can edit that settings on that, and I can change that to say Tyron 2. So Tyron 2 vCall, and I set that. So we've got a new one for Tyron down here. Now what I can do, I could put Tyron up in the box behind me here. So I come down, go back to my virtual studio settings. It's a shame I can't put this up on the screen, actually. We haven't worked that out. Where's my virtual studio? There it is. So I go to my setup. Now that's number 6, box number 6. So we say layer number 6 wants to actually be Tyron. Now it's going to be black. It's probably going to go black. Oh, maybe it isn't. Why isn't that black? I'm surprised that's not black, actually. Tyron visible. Okay. Oh, there's Tyron. Hello. Right. So stand by, Tyron. You probably can you hear me, Tyron? Put your thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, so I'm going to set this up properly. Just bear with me, Tyron, would you? Because I don't know why you didn't come up on my system there. Tell you what, we'll put you over. I'd like you to be behind me. I don't know why you're not going behind me. And you know what? When you have a problem, you've got to stay with it. We've got to crack it. We've got to crack this. So that's that one. I want to put you in number 6. So let's go to number 6, layer 6. Ah, I've got the wrong. Oh no, that should be that one. This is so annoying. Bear with me, Tyron, please. You've been very patient this morning, and I bet you've got better internet than us because I know all the techs are in Russia. Hey guys, big tip, right? We've got one of the coolest people in the world coming on here now, from the coolest country in the world when it comes to tech, and he's not going to talk about tech. And I'm having a problem with the tech. So how embarrassing is this? I hope he can't speak English because he's not going to have a clue what I'm talking about. He's Russian. And if you've ever heard anybody talk Russian, you haven't got a clue. I don't even think they understand each other. They just smile a lot by the look of it. So why can't I get him on that screen? Hang on, I'm going to try another one then. So let's try him on layer. Let's try him on number 2. And if this doesn't work, then I will be rather baffled. Oh, hang on, that might bounce my background completely. We haven't had time to read the manual, Tyron, you see. So, oh, there he is. Right, this is encouraging. So he's at the bottom. So that's Tyron. We can't hear him because I haven't got that bit working yet. Hang on, don't you dare tell Chris Tofu how bad we are, will you? I know we've got a mutual friend. We've got a friend who's one of the coolest people in the world. You think Tyron's cool? Well, Chris Tofu is even cooler than Tyron, right? I'm telling you now. I'm going to put Tyron up. Oh, this is weird. Look at that. I've got 2 Tyrons. So I don't even know I've got 2 of you like that. This is like Saturday night at Glastonbury territory, this is. This is really trippy. So I've seen. Oh, goodness me! I'm not going to have you on that channel because that's too scary. No. Goodness, mate, that's a fist of solidarity. I'll take that. I'm going to put you over there. I reckon I can probably put you on this side. Yeah, I'm going to put you there. Now, the next thing will be hearing you. Hearing you would be nice, wouldn't it? Hearing you would be nice. Now, I've got a feeling I need to come down and turn that on, that off. This is how much I have to do to be able to hear people. Tyron, can you hear me?
Yes, very good.
Oh, mate, this is fantastic. I can hear you as well. I'm actually amazing. I'm lost for words. I'm so sorry. So you are Tyron Carbordia, is that right?
I'm moving on the screen a little bit. Yes, I'm Tyron of Carbordia.
Tyron of Carbordia, and you're in Russia, is that right?
Yeah, now I'm in Russia. Yeah, it's a very sunny day.
It's a sunny day in Russia. It's sunny in England as well, actually. It's good. We've got some good vibe weather, haven't we?
Yeah, it's very cool. I love it. I love it.
So what do you do, Tyron? What's your secret in life? What do you like doing?
What I'm like doing, I like get a lot of people in one place and then see how they work together. I love doing this. I never do anything with cardboard, actually. I only use people like tools to create stuff.
That's very interesting.
That's why I'm a Tyron. It's not connected to cardboard.
Okay.
Carbordia is just a name, but the main focus is working with people and combine people in different forms, and then they use cardboard to build stuff, and it's amazing. And I hope tomorrow we will show the video of our work. And because today it's your learning day, how to use this. But
well,
tomorrow you will professional, and you will show some videos as well.
No pressure, hey? Is there a video?
Pressure is not so bad.
I know. So Tyron, what video of your work would you recommend that I have a look at? If we were to bring one up now.
I recommend you just make by yourself something and look on this. So don't look on my work. Look on yourself work. It's better. But for sure, I love.
Tell me, have you got YouTube in Russia yet? We got YouTube here in England, which is really cool. Have you got that in Russia?
What's this? But we use Vimeo.
You use Vimeo, do you?
Yeah.
So tell me, what would be a good video to pull up now, Tyron?
To put now, you can check our last emails. I just sent you a link with video, and you can show the one parade we organized a couple of years ago in Yekaterinburg.
And is that okay? So I've got some. I've got it. It says Tyron of Carbordia photos, and then it says video. Would that be the best one to have a look at?
I think the video is good. Yeah, and if you can show it now, it can be funny, and I think helpful for people to understand what we are doing. But usually we like to make big parades and build big objects, and like have a fun together, and this is the focus, and it needs to be long. I love more if it's long.
Slight issue in that video, you can't put Vimeo videos in PowerPoint, which is a bit annoying, but hang on a second, I'm going to try it the other way. Okay,
you can download the video and show it.
Should I do that? Are they available for download? Are they?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna flip it up like this. Hold on a sec. Duplicate screen. This will work. So what's that picture about there, Tyron? Can you explain it, and then we'll play the video.
Because you choose other video, but this is we made with our Minister of Tap Lab and Minister of Cardboard. They're actually based in Amsterdam, in Netherlands, and we make the project called Real Reality Game, and it was absolutely fun. We take a lot of virtual games and put into the live. And it was real reality glasses as well, so you can see it. Play the video. This was in Moscow, in Russia, actually. This festival called Polytech. We have. They made every summer. They made big festivals, and I am artistic director of this festival. Was
fantastic
in 2018, I think, or 19. 18, yeah. Yeah, and that's how it works. It's usually the workshop connected to the games and performances. And this is Minister of Tap Lab now on the video. And tomorrow, actually, on your festival, we will make the workshop with Minister of Tap Lab, and you will meet him personally.
Oh, fantastic.
But in virtual. Yeah, so tomorrow we will make the election of tyrant, because in Carbode I'm a tyrant. My name is Sergey, by the way, so just you to know. And I elected head of the Carbode. And tomorrow everyone who will join can vote for me and make the voting system, because in Carbode you can vote with different tools, and tomorrow we can show with personages of Carbode how you can make the voting tools for yourself, actually, and to vote for me, and not for me but for Tyrant of Carbode. We can choose tomorrow who will be the Tyrant of Carbode, and yeah, tomorrow is big day, and I hope this was my question. Actually, we can discuss now. Do you think it's possible to connect some people online to make this workshop?
Well, no, it is. What we'll try and do is get people in a Zoom room.
Okay.
So what will happen is you'll call in like this, and then people will be in Zoom, and then we'll be able to look at them, and we'll have it all working. So we'll have the Zoom up on this screen.
Super. And
then we'll have a video of the Minister of Carbordia over there. And then where you are at the moment, there'll be two boxes, and if you've got green screen, two people could go behind the desk over there.
Okay, green screen. I maybe Minister of Tap Lab have green screen. I don't have green screen.
Okay, so for example, look, I can show you something quite cool now. So at the moment we have one of me, of course. But let me show you something else. So if I go to Setup, Layer 4. And make that, not that, oops. Hang on a sec. So we can have lots and lots of me's, you see.
This is we can have. This is understandable. Yeah. Okay. So tomorrow we can have some people to join workshop. Yeah.
So tomorrow we will get this working. So basically we can have up to 4 people calling in, and we can have video and presentations, and we'll have a big screen, small screen. At the moment, what happens when I put the screen up big like that, we can't hear you, but now we can hear you again. So we'll get all this working. Don't worry. We had to change the system yesterday to put a new one in, and it's much more complicated than we thought. Okay.
This can happen. Yeah. So tomorrow we have Minister of Tap Lab, who will lead you through the making process. I will send you the simple list of the tools you need. The people need to make. Did I already send you this or not?
I don't know. I'll have to have a look. But it's best if you send me one with everything in again. That would be great.
Yeah, I will send you this. It's very short list of the stuff that you need to make the workshop. And do you think we will have some people, like 4 people, 20 people, 25 people in the school?
I have no idea. It's very difficult. If the weather's nice, people might be outside. We'll see, but we will record it and film it, and people will see it another time. So, but if you can tell people about it, that'd be great as well.
Yeah, but I need Zoom link for this.
Yeah, you'll get that. We'll do that today.
Okay, so because to invite people, I need to start invite now because in Russia
Okay.
now is already 4 o'clock.
Okay, I'll do a link straight away.
Yes, super. Because if it will help, I can do a link by my account and send it to you.
Yeah, but I need to have control over the account, I think. So let me do it from here.
Super.
I'll do it straight away.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so, yeah, see you tomorrow, and let's try. Send me, please, all links, Zoom and this links for my team, and we will be ready in time, okay?
Absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Tyron. It's been absolutely great. Thanks very much, and I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Bye-bye.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow, fantastic. So there's Tyron. He is in Russia. Isn't that incredible? Called in from Russia there. So I'm going to just cut him there, and that should... There we go. He's gone. So we've got to set all this studio up here, and everything's got to be working. I'm just going to have another go here. We're going to finish in a few minutes for lunch. I've got to catch up. I'm going to send Tyron a Zoom link. So if Malumba can remind me to send him a Zoom link, that would be good. I don't know if Zoom's gone a bit black. We've got a few people on YouTube. A few people are checking in. We're going to go back to Cash Primary for Cash Has Got Talent later on. I am just going to... I'm going to create a new studio because that one's got a bit confused. So I say add input, and I want that input to be a virtual set. And I can choose lots of different virtual sets. So, but we're going to make a blank one. Or are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. No, I'm going to make a blank one. Okay, so I'm going to make a blank virtual studio, and I'm going to put that blank virtual studio on the stage, and you can see me building it. So so when I do this, you're going to lose me, and it's going to go blank. So I'm going to put so that's a blank screen. This is how we create virtual studios. So I'm going to put a message up here to say we are making a blank virtual studio. We are making a virtual studio, and this is going to have lots of advantages. So there's our message, and I'll pop that up. So just so you know, there's something going on. So the first thing we need is we need a me. We need a me. So I'm going to go back to my virtual studio. Now, virtual studio, the me is number 7. So I go to channel number 7. Down here, oops. Why is that only giving me 4 channels? That's no good. Huh. I'm going to get rid of that. That's no good. I want more than 7. I want more than 7 channels. So let's put that one in there. We keep getting my friend there, don't we? We'll get rid of him, I think. Get rid of him. Okay, nothing personal, Brian, but we're done for the moment. So add input. So why do it only have 4 channels, that virtual set? Is it because, blank 10. Right, I need a virtual studio with 10 channels. And this is how we learn. We learn by doing. We're learning as we go along. So there's my virtual studio. Now I want my virtual studio to have a background. So I need to go and find my background, and that is my background there. So I need to go into my virtual studio and set up so that the background is stage master, which is that one. Yeah, so that's my background. Okay, now I need a presenter, and the presenter is me, and I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I've got my numbers wrong here. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that was right. 9. Okay, so I've numbered all. I've done a little drawing, and I've made all that work. I think the first thing we'll do is get me in. So I'm actually number 7. So I go to layer 7, and I map that from game capture. Is that number 7? It needs to be that. Okay, so that's not game capture. That's not the one we want. So that's no good. So let's go and find which one it is. Is it that one? Yeah. No, that's not me. Game capture, it's the one right at the bottom just before this, by the look of it. Oh, we want the presenter. Okay, let's put the presenter in. Where's the presenter? Presenter. There's presenter. Okay, that's me. So I'm now in the virtual set, but I don't want to be here. I need to be over there. So I come in here and I go to setup and I choose that little cogwheel there, and I can make myself a little bit, oops, now that's interesting, isn't it? Ah, the problem there is I'm changing the whole thing. I need to just change number 7, which is me. I'm doing it slowly, and when you're concentrating, sometimes, that's weird. Ah, because I'm not in multi-view. Multi-view, number 7 is presenter. So I click on that. This is what's confusing me. This really is confusing me. I don't know if anybody's watching this. Is anybody watching me make a bit of a mess here? Let's have a look, see if you get any comments. Got some emojis, lots of people just chatting. This is for all years. This is a, if anybody's any good at tech, who have we got there? We've got Bhavdeep Butta, Yad Ali, Dushi, Chithra, Yad Ali there, shout outs. So basically, guys, we're just trying to get our virtual studio going, and I'm getting a bit confused. Do you know what? I might actually cut now and come back after lunch, and I can get some people to help me then. That's probably a better thing, isn't it? So should we do that? What do you think? Yeah, let's do that. Should we do it again? All right, yeah, you take that down. Darryl, where do you want the cardboard? Okay, mate, take that then. We're flat out here at Joseph Cash Primary School up in Coventry. We've got to take this whole Tracy Island down because Darryl Wakelam has built us a cardboard cathedral that we've got to build here on the playing field for our hashtag Coventry weekend. Hashtag Fun Day Friday 21. We've got a whole day of activities. Prince of Wales School in Dorchester, we're doing a live link to a rhinoceros in Wales that you're going to be able to learn how to draw. We've got a whole load of stuff that's been curated by Jude Orson, who co-wrote Rise Up, which is Stormzy's blog, and we've got DJs and MCs late into the night. Saturday is our hashtag Art of Community 21 Day, which has been co-curated by the amazing Sandra Godley. Darryl Wakelam is going to show us how to turn the cathedral tower here into a rocket that we can launch Saturday night, and Tyron Cardboardians live linking in from Russia to show us how to build our own cardboard parade. And we're delighted that the Art and Culture Minister, Caroline Dinage, is going to join us on Saturday to say a few words as well. Saturday night, we've got DJs, we've got discos, because we're going to be dancing under the world's second biggest mirror disco ball. Rob the Bank's got the first one, he wouldn't let us borrow it. Friday, Saturday and Sunday, Chris Sullivan's going to be doing his fire pit chats Friday night with Rankin Jr., who is the son of Rankin Roger of the Beat. Saturday, it's Neville Staples, one of the first members of the Specials with his partner, Christine, and Basie from the Selector. This city is going to show the country how it can rise from the ashes again and take us with it. We've had enough of all this talk about whether our kids are going to keep up or not. The challenge is us keeping up with them. And Sunday is the hashtag Evolve21 co-conference, co-curated with this legend, Professor Stephen Heppel. We've got amazing tech. That means if you want to perform, if you want to read, you want to sing, you want to play, you want to perform, 1, 2, 3, 4 of you can video call in on a green screen and we can put you on our stage. So download the brochure, hashtag Coventry21, a 3-day community art festival for all our kids and all our futures. Be a part of it.